Why, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to tonight's stream. I messed up my usual entry. Oh well, whatever, we're winging it. So yes, hello. It is time for some more boys. I'm excited to finish up Shion and then get started on romance and Taiga. He is who I've decided we will be doing next. It will be Taiga, then it will be Nayuta, then it will be Ichiya, and then we will do the true route, or whatever the hell that is. But without any, let's switch over here. Hello.
New stage.
Nope.
Variable Barricade. New stage.
Oh, I forgot that was there. Alright, so there's this lovely thing called After. Is it gonna keep us Prince? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, we got some last little bits of Shion stuff to finish up. We have this after story, and then we're gonna cheat a little bit, and we're gonna get those last endings. But, we're gonna play Shion's after story.
たくさんの人に求められるままに生きてきた。
I'm gonna miss him. As crazy as he is, I'm gonna miss him.
それはとても楽しかったし、有意義な時間だったとも思ってる。けれど、自分が求めたたった一人の人のものになる。
That's me!
それがこんなにも嬉しいことだって教えてくれたのは君だった。
にゃー。あー。
結婚してください。
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course I will.
あの時は僕を君のものにしてほしい。ただそれだけだったけど。
No, Shion.
でも君を深く知った今は、それだけじゃ足りなくなっちゃったみたい。
I forgot to move my keyboard up.
小鳥ちゃん、大好きだよ。
にゃー。Oh. This is a very, like, proper... Hi. My nail polish just broke. Well...
小鳥ちゃん、明日のことで話したいんだけど。
It is always during the stream that my nail polish decides, you know what? I don't want to exist anymore. Alright, cool. Well, I'll deal with that after stream. Okay, tomorrow. I'm sorry, Shion. I've got my hands full. Can you let yourself in? Oh, he's allowed in our room now.
ああ、テラリウムの世話をしてたんだ。
Oh, we've got terrariums. More terrariums. I know we have our one. Yeah, just hang out. This won't take long. Okay, and done. Shion, look. Every time I see this. Hey!
すごく可愛い。
Hey! Oh my gosh, again! You could have at least warned me.
でもそうしたら小鳥ちゃん緊張しちゃうでしょ。
I mean, yeah. But yeah.
小鳥ちゃんは自然な表情が一番可愛いから。
But I wanna look weird.
大丈夫。小鳥ちゃんはどんな顔でも可愛いよ。
You smooth talker. Oh, stop it. Well, to make up for it, how about you let me take a picture of you too?
僕の？別にいいけど。
Yeah?
でもせっかくなら小鳥ちゃんも一緒に撮ろう。
Oh.
二人で写ってる写真あんまりないし。
Oh, do we not have a lot of pictures of us together? Sorry, I just realized, I was like, I have pictures with... No, I don't. I don't have a lot of pictures with people now I think about it. Oh, really?
うん。あ、でもこれがあった。ほら。
Okay, rip my nail polish. Rip my nail polish. It is just coming off. And this is why I don't really wear a lot of nail polish, because I use my hands a lot, and it just comes off. Alright, well, let's look at our picture. Oh, that's right! Was this at the barbecue?
小鳥ちゃん、困った顔してる。
Yeah, because I was. Of course I was. You took this photo out of nowhere too.
後ろのバラも君に似合ってるし、すごく可愛く撮れてる。あ、でもどちらかといえば、僕はこっちの方が好きかも。
Why? Oh, come on. Why do you still have these pictures?
だって、小鳥ちゃんとの初めての記念写真だよ。消すわけないじゃない。
Okay, fine.
でも、こういう写真だけじゃなくて。
Let me guess. Are you gonna bring up something about wedding pictures, mister? What do you mean?
僕の腕の中で、可愛い顔してる君の写真も残しておきたいかもって。
Well, that's never gonna happen.
だから、はい、こっち。
Maybe it'll happen. Shion! Wait, just a minute.
どうして？
Because I know. I just remembered something I wanted to discuss with you. It's about terrariums.
それ、今じゃなきゃダメ？
Do you have to ask this now? What? Well,
じゃあいいよね。僕、君を抱きしめるので忙しいから。はい。もっとこっちに。
No, we have to talk about this right now.
そっか。それは残念。それで、相談って？
Let's see. I've gotten used to taking care of my first little guy in here, right? So I've been thinking it's about time I add another little plant in with him. What kind do you think would be good?
ああ、それならちょうどよかった。
Oh? Huh?
今、六本木のアートギャラリーでテラリウムの個展をやってるんだって。
That sounds like it'd be a fun exhibit.
せっかくだから、明日の買い物の前に行ってみない？参考になりそうな作品もあると思うし。
Yeah, let's check it out. Oh, I'd love to. Thanks for suggesting it, Shion.
うん。僕も君がテラリウムを好きになってくれて嬉しい。
Oh my goodness, squeak of the night. Well, of course, we're sharing it with you, Shion. Well, they're just all so cute. Each one is its own microcosm with its own unique character. That's why I love both making them and seeing what others make too. And it's all because you showed me, Shion. When I first made one, I was kind of nervous.
あの時の君、一生懸命頑張ってた。自分の世界を作ろうって。
Yeah, I really was trying my best.
そんな風に怖がりながらも前に踏み出そうとしてる君が可愛くて、そばにいてずっと見ていたいって思った。そのうち少しずつ肩の力が抜けてきて、その表情がすごく自然で可愛くて、もっと他の顔も見たいって思ってね。そのためには何をしてあげればいいんだろう。どうしたら心を許してくれるんだろうって。
Barricade.
だから今は小鳥ちゃんが いろんな顔を見せてくれて嬉しい。
He's so cute. How many different sides? You make me sound like a shapeshifter.
でもまだ見足りないから。
Mm-mm.
だから今度はちゃんと抱きしめさせてね。
Okay, fine. Depending on the place and time.
その時と場合を僕が待てるかはわからないけど。でも、今日はお休み、小鳥ちゃん。
Well, it doesn't have to be oyasumi. Oh, okay. Good night, Shion. I can't wait for tomorrow. Going on a date, going on a date. This is amazing! They're all so totally different and pretty. Ah, this one is gorgeous too.
参考になりそう？
Yes, everywhere I look, Oh, Shion, look at that one. There's a little kitty inside. It looks like it's playing in a tiny garden, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder if I could make something like that too.
まあ、小鳥ちゃんが作りたいなら止めはしないけど。
Ah, that's right. He doesn't like cats.
でも、彼らを飼うのはテラリウムの中だけにしてね。
I know. Don't give me that look. I remember exactly what happened at the cat cafe. You were so unlike your usual self when you were there.
僕からしたら全然笑い事じゃないんだけど、顔中彼らに舐められて体中が毛だらけで本当に今思い出してもシャワー浴びたくなる。
But they liked you so much, Shion. Maybe you could have gotten along better with them if you had brought them home to live with you.
小鳥ちゃん、笑えないよ。
I think it's very funny. I'm not saying anything but the truth. Don't you say stuff like that all the time.
そっか。
Eh? Am I in danger?
でも僕はやっぱり猫はいいかな。そういうのは君がいれば十分だし。
Really? What?
だって小鳥ちゃん、猫に似てるでしょ？
I mean, I am a cat, but yeah.
眠たい時は無意識にくっついてくるし、甘えたい時もそれとなく近づいてくるし。あ、それから抱きしめた時の反応も。
Hey now, Shion.
僕はただ小鳥ちゃんと猫が似てるって言いたいだけだよ。本当のことでしょ？
Okay, I get it. I shouldn't dish out what I can't take. Come on, let's go someplace else.
じゃあ、これからも小鳥ちゃんのそばにいるのは僕だけって約束してくれる？
Well, yeah. What? Why you bring that up now?
約束してくれるよね。
約束する。Yes, fine, I promise. 約束。
それならいい。あっちにも何かあるみたい。行ってみよう。
Alright, let's take a look around. Oh my gosh, sometimes you're just like a little kid. Those terrariums were all so creative and pretty. I can't wait to make more myself.
喜んでもらえてよかった。
And that photo exhibit they had next door, they were all so beautiful and...
小鳥ちゃん、どうかしたの？
What happened? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about that photo of yours. Amethyst sized, forgive all. Nothing compares to it.
君にそう言ってもらえるなら、被写体だった甲斐があるかな。
It's a very pretty picture.
とは言っても、あの頃は被写体って感覚もあまりなかったけど、僕はただそこにいる。ルクレールが求めたのはそれだけだったから。だからアメシストの僕は本当に ただそこに存在してただけ。
Oh, that's okay. It's alright to just exist sometimes, you know. You don't have to always be doing stuff. You can just exist. Shion? Do you like that photo?
難しいな。
Mm.
そんな風に考えたこともなかったし。
I mean, I guess.
でも、今はアメシストになれてよかったかな。
Is it because I like amethyst?
君とこうしていられるのも、
Yep.
あの写真のおかげだとも思うしね。
Yep. I see.
でも、もし僕がアメシストじゃなかったとしても、それでもきっと君とはまた別のどこかで会ってこうしてると思うけど。
You're so pretty sure of yourself. That's just like you. I'm not that confident though. At first, I thought you were too ridiculous to be a potential groom, but if we hadn't met in that situation, I don't think we'd be here, living life to the fullest together.
それはそれで君らしいね。
Doesn't it?
でもやっぱりどんな出会いから始まったとしても、僕は君のものになりたいって思うだろうし、そのためなら今までと同じことをするんじゃないかな。茨の呪いをどう解こうかって。
You mentioned that fairy tale when you gave me that perfume as the reason why you chose a rose scent, but I don't think I was that prickly with you. I do really like the scent though.
ならよかった。あの香水は君が喜ぶ顔を思い浮かべながら作ったから。
Oh.
だから最初に試したとき、少しだけこわばってる君を心配してた。
And I seemed a little nervous. I had a lot on my mind at the time.
でも香水を振りかけたらいつも通りに戻ってくれて安心した。本当にあの頃の君にぴったりな香り。みずみずしくて甘くて優しくて、まだ少しだけ開ききってない未熟な香り。
I put a lot of thought into that.
でも実はもう一つ君に新しい香りをプレゼントするのも悪くないかなって思ってるんだけど。
A new gift! Our new scent! Speaking of new scent. There it is. Okay. So there's this really nice scented thing. It's cherry blossom and tea rose. And I believe I could probably smell like this for the rest of my life and be happy. So if you ever wanted to know what Prince smells like currently, it's cherry blossom and tea rose. Really?
あの香りもいいけど、2種類をその日の気分で交互につけるのも楽しいと思わない？
Yeah, that'd be fun.
新しい香りはもう少し花びらが開いた甘い香りと柔らかさを強くして。どう？
I think that sounds like a good idea. That sounds great. I'm excited to choose which one I want to wear each day.
こういう贅沢を覚えた君、前よりずっといい顔してる。
Alright, my nail is bothering me. It's got a section that's really sharp and I scratched it myself. Alright, that should take care of it. That should be less sharp. You told me about them, remember?
だから君のそういう顔が見れてすごく嬉しい。新しい香水ができたら渡すから、それまでは今の香りを楽しんでて。
Yeah, I'll be fine till then. Thank you, and of course it will. Can you tell I'm wearing it today?
僕の香りと合わさってちゃんとバラ園になってる。
あ
でもやっぱり君の香りが好き。
Oh.
こうしてそばにいるとちょっとドキドキするよ。
Oh. Excited? You?
小鳥ちゃんは僕を何だと思ってるの？
Well, I mean, I'm always the one getting flustered.
そっか。えい。
Huh? Why are you hugging me all of a sudden?
僕だって手を握ればドキドキするよ。それに
それに
キスだってしたくなる。
Come on, Shion. Sometimes you say things like that. It's like you're not worried about others seeing you.
そう？
Yeah, really. Like after we met Ro in front of the amethyst photo. Don't you remember?
ちゃんと覚えてるよ。
Mm-hmm.
それに君にごめんって思ったことも。
What? But that was
で
my...
も同時に君が好きって気持ちが溢れてきて
Mm-hmm.
すごく不思議な気分だった。
Mm-hmm.
おかしいよね。君が申し訳なさそうにするたびそんな顔させたくないって思うのに、
Oh.
それなのにやっぱりこの子が好きだなって思うなんて。
No.
でも僕のために落ち込んでる君が可愛くて、やっぱりこの子を癒すのが僕の役目だって思った。
It's my duty to comfort you. Okay.
だからせっかくそう言ったのに、
Mm-hmm.
君があんな顔見せるからキスしたくなっちゃったんだよ。あれって僕が悪いのかな？
悪くない。No, it's just...
今の君あの時と同じ顔してる。ねえ小鳥ちゃん、僕今何考えてると思う？
Kissing me? I don't know.
じゃあ家に着くまでに考えておいて。正解したらご褒美あげる。
ご褒美欲しい。I want a treat.
もし外れたらその時は僕のお願いを聞いてもらうけど。
Uh-oh, that could go badly.
僕はどっちでもすごく楽しみ。
That could go badly. That's enough of that. If we don't get going soon, we won't have time to shop.
どんな答えを出してくれるのか楽しみにしてるからね。
Quit teasing me, Shion.
小鳥ちゃん、気に入ったドレスは見つかった？
I don't know. Did we find a dress? They're all so nice. It's pretty hard to decide. If you ask me, Grandfather should have given me more time. Contacting me out of the blue and asking me to accompany him to a party this weekend is a bit sudden. I can't wear the same old thing I always do, can I?
でも僕はこうして君と服を見られてすごく楽しいけど。
Well, yeah, it's fun. The only one having fun here is you. It's hard to find clothes that work in a formal setting and still suit me.
せっかくだから普段選ばないようなドレスを着てみるいい機会かもしれないよ。
If you have me try out a wedding dress on the screen. I had the same thought, but I'm having a hard time.
僕に任せて。
Fine. What?
まずはあのパールピンクのシフォン、それからそっちのリボンがついてるのとあの A ライン、あそこにかかってるのも。
Okay. Hold on.
はい、小鳥ちゃんはまずこれを試着して。
Alright.
その間他にもいろいろ見てるから。
Alright.
着たところを見るの楽しみにしてるね。それじゃ。
Fine. Okay, so bossy.
小鳥ちゃん、サイズは問題ない？着てみた感じはどう？
I don't
know, Shion. You're the one who holds me all the time. Is it the right size? The size is fine, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm a little embarrassed.
隠れてないで。僕にも見せて。
Uh-huh. What are we gonna be wearing? Promise she won't laugh?
うん。笑わない。約束するよ。
Fine. Okay. Well, it's time for the grand reveal. Oh.
ほら。やっぱりすごく似合ってる。
Oh. You really think so?
うん。柔らかいピンクが今の君によく合ってるし、動くたびにシフォンが揺れるラインもすごく綺麗。それに好きなものを身につけると表情も自然と柔らかくなるし。
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. If we feel happy in it, we'll look happy.
小鳥ちゃん、すごく可愛い。会場でも映えると思う。
Are you 100% certain? 1,000% certain? 1,000,000% certain that I'll look okay? I don't want to look silly. Thank you.
でも、ちょっとだけ悔しいかな。
え？ Whatever for? What?
こんなに急ぎじゃなければ、僕が君だけのドレスを作ってあげられたのに。
Oh yeah! Well, you could still make me a dress. And then I'll wear it to the next formal outing.
そしたらもっともっと君の魅力を引き出してあげられたのにって。
It's not like this is the last formal outing I'll be in. You got time. You got time.
でも、次の機会までには必ず君にぴったりのデザインを考えておくから楽しみにしてて。
楽しいして。Oh, alright, that's fine. But, time to get out of the dressing room.
恥ずかしくなっちゃった？
Well, yeah. People could think we're doing things in here. Things that, you know, you're not really supposed to be doing in a dressing room. No, anyway, I'm gonna get this one, so you can wait outside, Shion.
わかった。
Don't laugh at me. Why are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Ugh. You know, I brought that dress that much looking. Are you sure it doesn't look weird on me?
大丈夫。今の小鳥ちゃんにはぴったりだから。
Now? Why now? For me now? You said something like that before, but what do you mean? What the hell do you mean? Stop being cryptic, you silly.
小鳥ちゃんは僕と恋人になってから何か変わった？
I don't know. Do you think something has changed since we became a couple? Huh? Well, I guess, you know.
幸せ？
Yeah? Yeah? Very much so? Yes, I'm happy.
それってあのドレスに似た感じがしない？ふわふわで柔らかくてね。
Yeah, it's fluffy and soft. Those are totally different things. Ugh. Silly Shion. Silly Shion.
僕は関係あると思うけど、初めて見た君は本当に茨に包まれてるみたいだったから。
What does that mean? Wrapped in thorns? I was not actually wrapped in thorns, silly. Wait, when?
赤坂でパーティーがあったでしょ？
え？
あの時。
Well, you were at that party, Shion? I was gonna say, you knew we were there. We didn't know you were there.
うん。あそこでおじい様と話をして初めて君のことも見た。
I didn't even notice.
そうかも。
Yeah, we were distracted.
話しかけてくる人たちに気を取られてるみたいだったから。
Yeah, we were doing our best to be good prince and be a good socialite. And we definitely were not paying attention to hot guys around the corner.
でも僕はずっと小鳥ちゃんを見てたよ。
That's extremely embarrassing, mister.
どうしてあの子はあんなに息苦しそうなんだろう。あの子の抱えてるものは何だろうって。
Well, I mean, you try being at a formal party. They're hella uncomfortable. Like, first of all, formal clothes, really not comfortable. Like, I'd say, out of 10, they're a 0 out of 10 comfortable. So, already, you're dealing with physical discomfort. Then, you gotta deal with the whole, oh my god, you have to socialize. And you have to socialize well, because these people will chew you up and spit you out. So then you have the anxiety of socializing, and then you're second-guessing everything you're saying, and you're constantly, metacognizing what you're saying and what other people are doing, and you're like, I mean, if they're acting like this, that means they're feeling this. And if they're acting like this, then they're feeling like this. Formal parties are fucking exhausting. Oh, Prince, how do you really feel?
でも一つだけ
Into my blush.
すぐに分かったのは、
Oh, yeah?
君の茨に包まれた心は怖がりながらも
Oh.
それを放てる時を静かに待ってる。
Waiting silently for some release.
そこに手を伸ばしてくれる人を待ってるんだってこと。
I mean, okay, sure.
そんな君を見て、僕なら君に手を伸ばせる。すべてを許してあげられるって思ったんだ。
Uh-huh, like you did as Amethyst? Amethyst that forgives all? I see.
でも、想像してたより、ずっと君は繊細で堅くなで。
Rude.
それで、どうしたらこの子は心を開いてくれるんだろうって考えた。
Uh-huh, and that's when you
それで、
created your master plan? Your master manipulative plan? Then when what?
甘やかすことにした。
Yeah, your master plan to spoil me and make me happy. It's a devious plot. It's a devious plot, and I fell for it completely. Devious plot. Oh.
小鳥ちゃん、初めはすごくぎこちなかったよね。もっと僕に預けてくれてよかったのに。
How can you not be awkward if a hot guy is like, hey, I'm gonna hug you for 30 seconds? What? Truly, understatement of the century. Well, it was all very sudden.
うん。それが分かったから、僕がその呪いを解いてあげようと思ったんだ。
Yeah, but still
君
sudden.
自身も気づけない深い部分で、君は全部を預けて安心できる場所を望んでる。
Yeah, I think most people want that, actually. I think most people want that.
それを教えてあげようって。
Mm-hmm.
でも、小鳥ちゃんは抱きしめただけじゃ納得してくれなかったから。
The hugs weren't enough. I had to spoil you more.
だから、
Okay.
何回も何回も甘えていいんだよって言い続けて。
Yeah. Well, we didn't feel like it was okay for us to be spoiled, so... Yeah, you kind of had to coax us through it.
それでやっと少しだけ預けてくれたよね。あの時の君、すごく可愛かったな。
Yeah.
温かくて柔らかくて、純粋な幼子を抱きしめてるみたいで。
Like innocence personified. Wow. That's a way to describe us.
僕もすごく幸せな気分だった。
Oh? Well, I'm glad hugging me makes you happy. Shion, we're in public!
どうして？本当のことなのに。
Yeah, but still... That doesn't matter!
そっか。それじゃ怒らせちゃったお詫びに僕に魔法をかけさせて。
Apologizing magic. That's a new type of magic. I've never heard of that type of magic before. I'm interested. Magic?
うん。さあ、行こう。
Is the magic walking? I'm confused. Wait up! Okay, where are we going? Oh! The magic is sweets!
まだわけがわからないって顔してる。
I understand he's gonna buy us sweets. I'm happy about that. Well, yeah.
はい。じゃあさっきの続き。僕からのプレゼント。
Oh? A present? For me? Lip gloss. And this logo. Shion, is this the brand you did those commercials for?
うん。あそこの新色。いい色でしょ？
Mmm, a nice color. Yeah, it's really pretty.
あのブランドのセンスはいいと思う。CM の演出も悪くなかったしね。
Yeah. You got to have fun and torture me.
なんだか懐かしい。
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
コンセプト的にも嫌いじゃなかったし、特に運命の恋人を探し続けるってところ、
Mm-hmm.
コフレも評判だったみたい。
Yeah? I guess we're finding out about it now.
童話っぽいのも良かったかな。天使に導かれたり、青い鳥が出てきたり。
I guess I don't really consider angels part of fairy tales, but I guess. Hey, speaking of, Shion, you're not good with animals, but you let that little bird perch on your finger, didn't you? I guess when it comes to work, you... Was that CGI? Yeah.
あれ CG。
Yeah, no, that was CG. Really?
別に僕が嫌だって言ったわけじゃないんだけど、いつの間にかそうなってた。
I mean, yeah, it's probably easier. You don't have to worry about, like, actual real birds fly a lot. You don't have to worry about them flying away or not looking at the camera or, like, fluttering their wings oddly or pooping. If it's a real live animal, you gotta worry about the poop.
よくできてたよね。完成版を見て感心しちゃった。
Yeah. I thought it was a real ass animal. Oh, interesting. Anyway, that commercial really surprised me. Suddenly you were there on that huge screen.
それなら作戦成功かな。
Yeah, mission success. You can call it a mission success. I was in love. I was in love. What?
だって僕は君に驚いてほしくて、
Yep,
あの CM に出演したから。
it was entirely to surprise us.
僕がちゃんと働いてるところを君に見てほしいってね。
Yeah, we wanted him to work, so he was like, hey, look, I'm working. About that, I'm sorry. I realize now that I shouldn't have given you that ultimatum. I couldn't figure out my feelings and I...
分かってた。全部分かってて、ああしたから。だから移動中も、小鳥ちゃんはもう見てくれたかなって、ずっとワクワクしてたよ。
You, meanie.
これからやっと小鳥ちゃんが物語を動かしてくれるって、それが分かってたから。
Fine. I know I was in the wrong, but when you explain it like that, I definitely feel like you were being sneaky, Shion.
そう？
He was being very sneaky. Yeah, because when that commercial aired, all the girls around me made a huge deal about it. Plus... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Plus...
もやもやしちゃった
Yes! That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm only human, you know? You said you were busy with work at the time and you wouldn't even see me. And when I thought we were finally going to see each other, you stood me up and to top it off.
どうしたの自分のほっぺたなんか触ってもしかしてあの時のキス思い出してるの
Yeah, when you said you were leaving. Meanie. No, I just...
思い出してくれていいのにだってあの時のキスたっぷり愛を込めてしたんだよ
Kiss me with a lot of love, jackass.
あと少しで君のものになれるよって僕だって気づいてほしかったから
Was still rude. Was still rude. What you did before the kiss. You were all mean and rude and...
小鳥ちゃんは僕を独り占めしたいんだってことだから今はすごく幸せだよ
Oh, fine. I'll forgive you.
君がちゃんと自分の気持ちに気づいて
You
そ
little...
の思いに素直になってくれたから
You little manipulator. You have boundless confidence, don't you?
間違ってた
If you were, I wouldn't be here now.
ならよかったねそのグロスちょっと貸して
Are you gonna put it on me, or are you gonna put it on yourself? Maybe we can wear matching lip glosses. That way we don't know... Not only do we have companion fragrances, we now have matching lip gloss.
小鳥ちゃんさっき僕が魔法をかけてあげるって言ったの覚えてる
Yeah. Yeah?
だから約束通り
Oh, yep. Oh, is he gonna put it on us? Like he did at the commercial? Shion.
口閉じてグロスがよれちゃう
You're supposed to keep your lips open, though. You're supposed to keep your lips open when you put on lip gloss. That's how I've been taught. You open, you go top, bottom, and then you go and you press your lips together and you kind of smear the gloss around on your lips. And then you're supposed to blot it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. So you basically put a Kleenex between your lips and like press your lips down gently. And then when you pull away and you pull the Kleenex off or the napkin, whatever you end up using, it'll have pulled off the excess gloss. But you're not supposed to put on lip gloss with your lips closed because then you miss spots. You miss spots. And then it just looks weird and chunky. Or, you know, splotchy. That's the word I'm looking for, not chunky.
いつもここにキスしてるんだって思うとドキドキするね
Don't say things like that.
こうしてるとあの日の夜みたい君が駆けつけてくれたあの夜
Meanie.
あの時は嬉しい気持ちと待ちきれないって気持ち両方だったな
Maybe you
君
should
の
have
顔を
been...
見られたのも久々だったし
Maybe you should have been more nervous because you had completely stood us up and you were refusing to see us and we were scared and we were angry and we wanted to make sure you knew you were ours. And then you were just like, my plan has worked.
だからあの時の表情は演技でも何でもなくて
I can't be mad at him! I can't be mad at him, he's too hot.
待ちに待った君がやっと来てくれたって顔だよ
That's too cute. The way you looked at me, Then, when applying the lip gloss is the same way you look now. Your misty eyes, sparkling, it's like you're really using magic.
あの時も本当はすぐにでもキスしたかったんだよ。
Yeah? Really?
でも僕はナユタと違ってちゃんと待てができるしね。
Shion, don't mention other men when we're together.
でも正直に言えば一生懸命思いを伝えようとしてくれる君が可愛くて
No.
言葉を待ってる間ずっとうずうずしてた。
No.
もうすぐこの子のものになれる。小鳥ちゃんが僕だけを求めてくれるって思ったらね。
No, precious. Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me.
ダメ。あの時僕を君のものにしてくれて
Mm-hmm.
私のものになりなさいって言ってくれて自分でも驚くくらい嬉しかったんだから。
Mm-hmm. And then we got to hug.
やっと見つけたって
Yeah.
あの CM そのままだったよ。
No.
少し離れてただけなのに君の温かさも柔らかさも匂いも
Oh.
全部が懐かしくて
No.
抱きしめるたびに僕はこの子だけのものなんだって思って
Shion, that's really sweet. Shion!
何
Don't say things like that just completely nonchalantly. You're done with the lip gloss, right? We're in public after all.
どうして唇に触ってるだけだよ。キスしてるわけでもないのに。
We're close enough. I'm embarrassed, okay? We're done here, so let's get going.
しょうがないな。
Mm. Humph. 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 Yes, we're at the cafe at Omotesando. Thanks, Casca. He stayed with us. I just called for a car. I'm sure they'll be here soon. At any rate, that was embarrassing. You're totally fine doing things like that. I wish I could be the one to have the upper hand every time.
ごめんね、小鳥ちゃん。
You're just gonna kiss me, aren't you?
謝るからこっち向いて。
You're just gonna kiss me, aren't you? No, I'm sure you'll just fake it like you always do.
小鳥ちゃん。
Nope.
ねえ、小鳥ちゃんってば。
Mm. Yeah, I know. This time's different. Yeah, I fucking knew it. We're fucking engaged. I mean, it's okay. We're engaged.
小鳥ちゃん、顔真っ赤。
Just did that so suddenly.
まるでファーストキスの時みたい。
うん
あの時も夜だったし。小鳥ちゃんは覚えてる？
Mm-hmm. Cut it out. If you make me any more embarrassed, I'm seriously gonna die.
そう？僕はあの時のことを思い出すと、すごく幸せな気持ちになるけど。
You could be happy and embarrassed at the same time.
だってあの時の小鳥ちゃん、僕が見てきた中で一番綺麗で可愛くて、
Mm-hmm.
やっぱりこの子を独り占めしたいって思った。だから今も我慢できなくなっちゃった。
You're just gonna say that and do that all from the start, weren't you?
うん。だってずっとお預けだったんだよ。
You're right, you had been delaying it.
それにあの時はもう僕は君のものって君自身が言ってくれたしね。
Yeah.
だったらこの唇ももう僕のものでしょ？
Yeah, right.
今日の
God, this is embarrassing to read.
ファーストキスの時よりずっと綺麗。このまま 話したくなくなるくらい。
I don't think you've ever considered that an option in the first place.
もっともっと甘やかしてあげたくなる。
Fine. You're already pretty generous with the spoiling, you know.
でもこれじゃ全然足りないよ。僕を1秒でも話したくない。話したら生きていけないってそう思うくらいに。
Stop making me blush.
僕に溺れさせてあげる。だからね、僕を一生手放さないって。この先もずっとずっと一緒って約束して。
約束 Of course I promise.
大好き。
大好きだよ。
今日は素直に甘えてくれて嬉しい。いつもは人前だって。
Oh my gosh, I forgot we're in upscale public place. Everyone's looking.
そうだね。
How could you be so unconcerned?
だって小鳥ちゃんも嬉しそうだったし、いいかなって。
It's absolutely not fine. The car's here. Shion, hurry up and get in. We have to get out of here immediately. Don't hit me.
君が毎日見せてくれるその顔が愛おしくてたまらない。初めて会った時の君は繊細で堅くなな心を持った茨姫だった。その呪いを解くのに少し回り道はしたけど、
Mimi.
でも唯一求められたいと願った人に求められる。それは想像してたよりずっとずっと幸せなことだった。だから僕はもう君以外のものになるつもりはないし、君の全部も独り占めするつもり。
Yeah, when he's being pouty.
君が誰かに笑顔を見せてるとモヤモヤするし、僕のことを見てって意地悪したくなる。
Yeah?
でも本当はそういうのもちょっとだけ楽しい。だって今まで一度だってこんな気持ち感じたことはなかったから。でも君と会ったら変わっちゃったみたい。だからね、僕と一緒にいるときは僕のことだけを考えて。
Fine.
その方が君をたくさん癒してあげられるし、目いっぱい愛してあげられる。それでたくさん照れて、たくさん恥ずかしがって、君の中を僕でいっぱいにして。ねえ
Embarrassing.
小鳥ちゃん、
何？
さっきの約束期限なしだい。
Mean. Of course it is.
期限なしで君のもの。この意味分かってくれてるよね。自分がこんなに独占欲が強い人間だと知ったのは君と出会ってからのこと。というよりもきっと相手が小鳥ちゃんだから。
Is this the ending theme?
照れ屋で甘えるのが下手で、そして誰より優しい僕の恋人。これからもどうか
Alright.
その可愛い顔を僕だけに。
Okay, fine.
明日も明後日もずっと先もいっぱい愛させてね、小鳥ちゃん。
heart is yours forever. Wow! He doesn't look as good with his hair slicked back. He should have kept it the same. Alright, a list message. Cool, thanks. Awesome. So.
Variable Barricade.
Yep.
New stage.
So I would do where we go and get some of the other endings for Shion, but yeah, ending list. So we have the merry end, the bad end, the love end, and the another end. But I kind of said we'd do Taiga tonight. I didn't realize how long that extra thing would last. It's been an hour. It took an hour. So I definitely don't think we have enough time to do these. I think we have to go on to Taiga. So I will have to do the Shion endings in either another stream or on my own. But we have to do some Taiga. So let's...
Variable Barricade.
New game.
New stage.
Yep, I want to use the same name. Previously viewed scenes on the comment board. Start a new game with the event time to choose. May set the battle results for the level on board after you've chosen a character. So yeah, we'll skip. Alright, ascend. Time to choose. Oh. Oh my. I guess I gotta look at the rabbies. Oh, okay. I think we've seen this one. Sleeping faces? Okay, we've seen this one. Seductive photos. Yeah, we've seen this one. So I think makeup time, a man's battles. Top secret? Have we seen this one?
Nayuta, こんなところで何をしているんだ? ラビを調べてるんです。
Okay.
ちょっと見る。
Oh, that's right.
じゃあなんと。だから。
Oh, that's right. We've seen this one. It's the 3 size question, then he breaks Rabbi. Gotcha. Okay. Stop for 10 seconds? What's this one?
No.
Yeah, did something happen, Nayuta? Oh. Okay, I think we've seen this one. That's it, yeah. That's right, we've seen this one. I think these are all ones we've already seen. Write a love letter to late night drinks, oil and water, clever request, a lady's elegant snack. Layer flavors, a man's dinner, mischievous ideas, my love. Some of these seem new. So we're just gonna see if there's if they are new.
Nayuta.
Oh, this is the cat. This is the cat, and it scratches Shion's face a little bit. Lead actress. Oh, this is the one where they're discussing what type of movie the main character will be best in. Oh. Did I? Oh. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. We're all good there. Writing a love letter. We know this one. Yep, because he starts making it all about weird food. Strawberries, honey, let's, you know, yeah. Step on me. That's right, it ends in step on me. I know a lady's elegant snack because it's Kasuga and Itsuya get in a food battle, and then Nayuta eats basically all the food. The man's dinner, is that... Oh, this is the one where they make fried rice. And they cook it with mayonnaise. Makeup time. We've seen makeup time. That's where they put on makeup. And we get some very hilarious pictures of Shion and Casca trying to do makeup, but they do it on Nayuta and Nichia, and it ends up being very bad. Alright, guys. This is skipping. Taking a while to skip. Yep. A man's battle. I don't remember what this one is. Prince left for school. I'm back. Prince got mad. Okay. Oh, that's right. Then we went to go. This is them competing for who's gonna win the date, and they play a video game, and they don't know that Casca knows how to play that game, and Casca comes and completely wrecks them all as like a unknown fifth player. Snooping for secrets. We know that one. My performance, we know that one. Late night drinks. I don't know what with that one. Oh, we know this one. It's because he talks about he got this booze from his friend in Ethiopia. I think we might know this one. It's not Retia's a gift. Oh. I've never seen this one. That's a little. I love how how Shion completely just like overlooked that biting barb. Food. Oh, not divulge. Okay. That's right. Do you hate me? No comment. What's the texture? I can possibly imagine what he thinks it is. Okay, maybe I don't remember if we had or have not seen that. Sweet and salty tomato. A prosciutto wrapped melon. Well, no. A clever request. Is that? Oh, that's right. That's right. This is where Shion completely manipulates Ichia into making what he wants for dinner. Familiar flavors. That's right. Casca cooks girls onigiri for Nayuta. Mischievous ideas. Is this where Taiga's about to attack? Yep. Taiga's gonna attack me with toys, but Shion calls Casca on his ass. My love? Oh, this is the heart-shaped cookie that Nayuta ends up eating. Because he breaks it. Cute points. Oh, that's right. They compete about how much cute things they know about me. Dissonant opinions. This is Casca. We found out Casca likes death metal. I know we did Butler's Feelings 2 and 3, but I'm uncertain about Butler's Feelings 1. Oh, no, we have! It's a shoujo manga. And then Casca... Yep, Casca does that. Casca's teasing us, and then Casca teases us again. That's right. Okay. We're ready for the board. Place event. So now we're gonna skip. And we're gonna go talk to our papa. Or grandpapa. Grandpappy. We're talk to our grandpappy. And get on Taiga's route. Alright. Alright. Yep. There's a lot of us going, what the hell? But then we make a decision. I'd like to do my options.
綺麗に整えてあげる。
Stop at choice, no. Skip red. Alright. Alright, we're good. Alright. I'm gonna keep skipping. Alright. So now, Taiga.
その
Aww.
サンキュ
Aww.
ー。それと悪かった。
He can be very cute when he wants to be. Okay, Taiga.
ほう。
Don't give me that look! He's tactless, he mocks me constantly, and does whatever he can to get under my skin, but he's not cruel. He's been attentive, it can actually be nice.
そうか。タイガか。
Why do you make this sound like such a big deal? What?
ご指名だそうだ。タイガ。
What do you mean? Is he here in the room with us? Huh? The scream? What is he doing here? I revealed.
じいさん、そこで俺呼ぶのは反則だろ
What the fuck? What?
う。いや、
No, you can't just hate me. What the fuck are you doing here? What? Please choose the result. No, heroine victory. Oh no, heroine lost. Go, we're going romance route. I forgot. Yeah, we lost. It's romance. Oh my god, what the fuck? Taiga, what the fuck are you doing here? Taiga, the fuck? Alright. Cool. Alrighty, this has thrown us into a fucking insane spiral. Alright, let's figure it out. Taiga's circumstances. Having chosen Taiga as my temporary suitor, I learned the surprising truth about him. It cannot be any worse than Shion turning out to be manipulative. Let's play the fucking game. What's up? The next day, I was summoned to the main estate. In my meeting with grandfather, I was told a story that was so shocking it didn't seem real. In summary, the Bridge family's business failure and cover-up attempts. The architect of the cover-up demanding a marriage interview with me as a means of recompense, and grandfather's insistence that I choose as a fiance right then and there so we could deflect said demand. Feeling some deep, difficult thought, I chose him, and he somehow just popped up. What the fuck are you doing here? Why on earth is Taiga here? Grandfather? I glared over at the villain, but he returned my look with an unrepentant smirk. I shifted my wrathful gaze to Casca, but he simply shook his head and shrugged. If Casca was completely out of the know, what the fuck's going on? Taiga, explain yourself!
俺かよ。
Yes, you're the one who's here! You're not supposed to be here! The scowl on his face deepened as my glare bore into him. What are you doing here? Why did you show up?
何って。
Shut your fucking mouth and tell me what's going on or I'm leaving. He's actually laughing at this.
小娘とタイガの小競り合いが見られるとはな。いや、長生きはするもんじゃの。
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Are we related?
じいさん、
笑ってないで説明してやれって。
What the fuck? Taiga's tone was annoyed. He was chastising grandfather, a bold move indeed. Grandfather, in turn, merely smiled. Tell me what the fuck is going
実
on.
はあの家には春日以外にも監視役がおる。誰かわかるか？
He's a spy! An observer besides Casca? If there's someone else besides Casca, they would have to be one of my suitors, then. If grandfather brought it up now. With Taiga here listening. You're kidding me.
タイガはわしが潜ませた監視役じゃ。
What the fuck? I stifled a gasp. Grandfather pretended not to notice my shock. He continued.
春日も監視役には違いないが、どう見てもお前の味方じゃからの。春日の前ではあやつらも気を張るじゃろ。
Okay.
だからタイガを花婿候補として送り込んだ。こいつの前なら気楽に話すじゃろうって。それに何かあればフォロー役もできる。
What? 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 Why him? I have no idea how the two of you even know each other. I was utterly lost. Grandfather continued his explanation a little more
タ
slowly.
イガが施設育ちなのは知っとるな。
Yeah, exactly. Yes. He told me himself that his parents abandoned him at the door to the orphanage shortly after he was born.
タイガのいた施設はわしの古くからの友人が運営するところでな。
Oh.
たまにわしも顔を見せに行っとった。
Well, that complicates things. Grandfather going to an orphanage? Then he would see the children? Chat with them and even play with them? I can't even begin to picture it. My brow furrowed in thought, but Taiga spoke up and interrupted my musings.
お嬢には信じられねえかもな。けど、お前が思ってるよりこのじいさんはお人よしなんだぜ。
What the actual fuck? That's a cold-hearted lie.
施設の支援だって個人的に。
タイガ。
Grandfather gave Taiga a sharp glance. He shrugged and looked away.
とにかくタイガのことはガキの頃から知っとる。ま、腐れ縁みたいなもんじゃ。
What? He's making a show of grumbling, but I could hear an undercurrent of happiness in Grandfather's voice. Can hardly believe it. They really are friends. Well, I was trying to process that fact. Taiga turned to look at me.
ま、そういうわけだから、婚約者かっこ仮は新しく選び直せ。俺はあくまで監視役だからね。一夜もシオンもナユタも手はかかるが悪い奴らじゃねえだろうな。ドイツにする？
Sure, they weren't bad people. In the time we'd spent together, I'd found good points about all of them. But... No, I chose Taiga. I'm sticking by my choice.
あのな、お嬢。だから俺は。
I know! But I still need time to think about who will be my final choice. I made this decision because the situation is urgent, but honestly, I want some more time to think. That's why I'll choose Taiga. He doesn't actually want to marry me. He never wanted to marry me. Taiga's aware of what's really going on. If I chose him, I'll have more leeway to study the other three, and you're there to help me if I need it, right?
要するに俺は時間稼ぎ要員ってことか。
What the fuck else do you want to be? You said you can't. You said I can't marry you. So what the fuck? I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna make you useful to me. He frowned, thinking. After a moment, he glanced over at me with narrowed eyes.
本当にあいつらの中から花婿を選ぶつもりはあるんだろうな。
Sure. Huh?
適当言って花婿選びから逃げてるんじゃねえよな。
I couldn't say the idea hadn't crossed my mind. I dropped my eyes from his. What are you talking about? I would never do that kind of thing.
若干片言になってんじゃねえよ。あのな、お嬢。
私もお嬢様の意見に賛成です。
Casca!
花婿選びは一生に関わります。時間に猶予があるのなら吟味を重ねるに越したことはありません。
Casca! See? If Casca's on my side, I know this'll work. After a moment, I realized I was grinning.
Taiga heaved a sigh and put his head in his hands.
仮の婚約者とやらになってやる。ただし、見合いを無事やり過ごしたらちゃんと花婿を選べ。分かってんの？
He emphasized his point with a sharp look. I reluctantly nodded.
それから、俺を仮の婚約者に選んだことは絶対に連中に知られるな。もし知られたら、お嬢が奴らを見極める前に、向こうが戦意喪失して出ていく可能性もある。
It's a secret.
だから秘密だ。いいな？
Fine. Yes. And here I thought this was my chance to get away from their relentless flirting.
お嬢？
I get it.
ならよし。つうわけだからな、じいさん。
God, they threw the twist in here pretty early. Grandfather looked at us both, his mouth turned down in a frown.
なんじゃつまらん。わしは大河で決まりでも良いのにの。
I don't want to hear that, Grandpa. Gross.
話をこじらせんな。
Don't complicate things. Well, it's only going to get more complicated because I'm sticking with you, Taiga. Taiga glared at Grandfather, then sighed and turned back to me.
じゃあまあ、そういうわけだ。話もついたことだし、解散だな。
Alright, we'll wrap it up. Yes, will you be riding home with us, Taiga?
ああ、けどその前に。
Taiga sharpened his glare.
俺はちょっと話があるから。なあ、じいさん。
What the fuck?
わしはちょっと用事が。
今日は何もねえっつってたろ。いいじゃねえわ。
My word, they really are close. After agreeing to meet up with Taiga later, Casca and I left the room.
Oh, Casca, we're really in it now. To think that Taiga wasn't really a suitor, but instead an observer Grandfather sent. I took a stroll in the gardens as it was still a little too early to go to my rooms. That was a shock. I'm glad we managed to sort everything out in agreeable fashion.
ええ、私もそう思いますよ。
Right! I felt the tension slowly start to lift from my shoulders. If Casca believed we'd done the correct thing, then that was enough to give me all the confidence I
た
needed.
だ、気を抜くのは早いですよ。むしろ分家からは、より厳しく
Oh, this is where it's
動
gonna
向を
be.
伺われることになるでし
Are
ょ
you
うし。
gonna maybe get rid of his...
Then,
失態は許されないということです。
Okay.
この際、申し上げておきますが、
Okay.
危うい状況に置かれてる今、
Yep.
男性関係には
Yep.
細心の注意が必要です。ですか
Visit cafes or... yep. How do you mean? Kazu, he knows about Kazu.
ら、そんなにですが、
To hide something from me, he's livid. There's a
人
good
柄は問題で
reason.
はありません。もし分家によろしいです。彼には二度と会わん。あなた
Alright.
のためです。
Yep. Yep. He deletes it.
あきらこのご時世、大丈夫で
Yep. I said my phone. Cause I'm sorry. I focus on my suitors. I develop each one of them for who they are. Think, made a decision. I plotted after Casca. When I reached the front gate, Taiga was already there leaning against a gate post.
すぐにお車をご用意いたします。
Alright.
あ
Taiga was staring at his shoes, scowling fiercely. As nonchalantly as I could, I asked, So, what did you and
あ、
Grandfather... Okay. Be that way. Excuse me? The answer wasn't good enough for me, but it was obvious that he didn't want to talk about it. I had no choice but to hold my peace. This is gonna be awkward. About half an hour into our car trip, we nearly reached the vacation home when Taiga finally broke his silence.
お嬢、念のため、もう一回確認だ。
fine.
連中の前で仮の婚約者を選んだこと、絶対に言うなよ。
Fine.
それから、俺が監視役だってことも。いいな？
Both of those are bad ideas anyway.
Yes, we are. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. I spent most of my life acting. After all, I acted the role of the Tojo family heir, as was expected of me. I'm good at keeping up appearances. I spoke with confidence, but his gaze was full of doubt.
お嬢は見え張るのは得意でも、嘘つくのは下手くそだからな。
Excuse me?
たまにポロッと顔とか声に出てるの気づいてるか？あいつらに慣れてきてから特に。
Oh. I do not. At least I didn't think that was the case.
ガスが、お前はどう思う？
私の言葉でお嬢様を傷つけるのは不本意ですので。
That doesn't help.
だってよ。
That hurt plenty. Thank you, Casca. I thought I was always the picture of calm dignity. It was a shock to hear I wasn't. Well, a few moments later, we arrived at the vacation home.
それじゃ、また後でな。
I got out and promptly started walking away from the front door. Up, Taiga. Front door's this way. I pointed towards the door. He turned and looked at me just so he could roll his eyes.
俺らが一緒に帰ってきたらあいつらが騒ぐだろう。俺は少し遅れて帰るから、お嬢は先に。
Huh?
お嬢さん、お帰りなさい。
Well, too late. Naita?
車の音が聞こえて。って、あれ？タイガさんも一緒だったんですか？
No. We just happened to meet at the same time. Huh? I got tongue-tied as I searched for the right answer. Taiga sighed and interrupted me.
そこで一緒になっただけだ。偶然な、偶然。
Right, that's... Right, that's exactly it. It is as if we came all the way back to Kamakura together. Oops. I can feel Taiga's eyes pouring to the back of my head. A bead of cold sweat dripped down my spine. Oh, I mean...
へえ、そうだったんですか。それよりご飯食べましょう。今日
I'm
は
glad he's
すっごい
stupid.
豪華なんですよ。
I'm so glad he's stupid. Oh.
早く早く。
Naito cheerily tugged me by the arm, completely oblivious to how the corner of my mouth was twitching. Phantom! Hi! Hi! Oh, sleepy Phantom. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We're starting to romance Taiga. They threw his, curveball in right at the beginning. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Taiga and our grandfather are friends. Taiga isn't actually a suitor. He was sent by our grandfather to watch over us and report back. He's a spy. It's awkward. Thank goodness it was only Naito.
先が思いやられるな。
So now he's our temporary fiance. But we had to promise that we'd choose someone else at the end. I pretended not to hear Taiga muttering behind me. Correct. He was not actually trying to get in our pants. Taiga Isurugi, the observer, the ultimate safe spot. Alright. Alright, play this event. The next morning. Awake and dressed, I stood before my mirror. I stared at my reflection, my expression serene. Slowly, I closed my eyes. Then I thought back on the conversation between Taiga, Casca, and myself yesterday in the car.
たまにポロッと顔とか声に出てるの気づいてるか？
Oh my god.
慣れてきてから特に。
Holy moly, 4 a.m.? That's too early. That's too early. I love that captions thought 4 a.m. was free ham. You woke up with free ham? Oh no. That doesn't sound good. I woke up at a normal time and then I got to go meet a dog. My Earth parents got a dog, so I got to meet him. I was with them when we met him for the first time. Oh! Armadillos! Armadillos are fun. They're nice. Not that I've ever interacted with a live one. I've only ever seen them dead on the side of the road. But they're very interesting animals.
私の言葉でお嬢様を傷つけるのは不本意ですので。
Yeah, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Let them talk. I'm gonna prove them both wrong. Oh. I can't say I've ever eaten armadillo. Can't say I would ever want to eat armadillo. I guess there's a lot of other meat options. And armadillo is not ranking high up there. What the fuck?
謝るだけなら猿でもできんだよ。
Oh my god!
見ろ、ここにでっかく名前書いてあんだろ。気づかなかったとは言わせねえぞ。
Oh my god.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, he
でも俺お腹ペコペコで。
It's still someone else's food. You don't eat it.
言い訳すんな。
Yeah, no excuses.
痛い。
Nayata's dying. Taiga had a flailing Nayata in a headlock and was grinding his scalp in a savage noogie. I blinked. I only accept death by Prince. I forget. Did we? I guess we probably did have a discussion about armadillos being full of leprosy. We need to get off on weird tangents here. I blinked, not quite certain what I was seeing. Shion, who was enjoying his breakfast, helpfully explained. Yeah, okay, that was like... I vaguely remember us having a conversation about that, but only vaguely.
タイガが名前書いておいたプリン食べちゃったんだって。
Took his pudding? That's a death sentence, Nayata. That's a death sentence. Oh, a cup of flan, huh? He's murdering Nayata over that? No. Game Prince? That is an infraction punishable by death. I looked over at Taiga, my brow raised in disapproval. He ignored me and continued lecturing Nayata.
いいか、名前が書いてあるっつうことは、そいつが絶対に取られたくねえってことだ。だから勝手に食うのはルール違反。
Oh my. Yeah, it's a major crime. Especially if you eat my sweets. Especially if you eat my sweets.
共同生活はそういうとこが大事なんだよ。次から気をつけろ。いいな。
Be careful next time. That's a very... much more lenient way of saying this.
はい。ごめんなさい。
Aww.
タグ、分かったならいい。
As long as you understand what you did was wrong.
はい。あ、お嬢さん。おはようございます。
Good morning, criminal! Good morning. I greeted Nayata, who was still rubbing tears from his eyes, and casually looked over at Taiga. Actually sounded responsible for a minute. While I tried to process that astounding fact, I heard a cheery voice drip from the kitchen.
おはようお嬢さん。
Oh, fuck.
今日も君のために素敵なモーニングを用意したからね。
I fuck so.
さあ、早く座って。今日のメニューはイングリッシュマフィンにポーチドエッグ、ジャムはお好みで。
Thank you.
タイガは青汁でいいんだろ？そこにあるから。
サンキュー。
Taiga walked over to the counter and poured the juice out of its shaker and into a glass. He sipped it with a grimace on his face. Watching him out of the corner of my eye, I let my thoughts slip from my mouth. That was unexpected.
何が？
You giving a lecture on rules and the like? I thought you hated things like that. Taiga frowned for a moment, then nodded slightly.
施設じゃそれが当たり前だったからな。
Ah, that makes sense. I had little idea what life in an orphanage would be like, but with many people living together, rules were necessary to keep order. Writing your name on something you don't want others to take away from you, for example. Yeah, I nodded to myself while my suitors boisterously ate their own breakfasts.
タイガさん、 あのプリンすっごく美味しかったですよ。
Are you fucking stupid, Naita?
ああ、そうかよ。つかお前が言うな。
Thanks for the report. Thanks for the report, Flan Thief.
タイガがスイーツを食べたがるなんて珍しいよね。そんなに美味しいの？
Don't make him remember his lost flan.
安物だぜ。お前には向かねえよ。ガキの頃よく食ってたからか、たまに無性に食いたくなるんだよな。
Oh, he got like dollar store flan. Or, convenience store flan.
プリンといえば確かこの近くに有名なパティスリーがあって。
Oh. I listened to their conversation with half an ear, watching Taiga out of the corner of my eye. Knowing that he was an observer made me see him in a new light. He looked like a different person. Almost. Sort of. Well, okay, maybe not so much. He must have noticed me watching him because I saw his his brows furrow ever so slightly. He gave me a side glance. I could almost hear him hiss, "Quit staring at me, they'll catch on." I know that. I returned his side glare that shifted my eyes elsewhere. Fucker. Fucker. School ended and I returned home. This is my observer, Taiga. You're what now? I went straight to my room and settled in. Out of curiosity, I asked Casca a question. Casca, before I moved here, you lived together with the suitors for a while, right?
ええ、そうですが。
What was Taiga like then? I assume he was even more self-centered and unpredictable than he is now. He smiled and shook his head.
いいえ、むしろその逆です。
Oh. Really?
何しろ個性の強い皆様ですから。それぞれのルールを優先して、この家は無法地帯寸前でした。
Oh my. I can easily imagine that.
その中で唯一共同生活におけるルールを理解していたのがイスルギ様でした。
Well, it makes sense. He lived with a bunch of kids.
最低限のルールを作り、教え、衝突が起きないようにと気を配っていたのも彼です。
Given his role.
今の状況があるのはイスルギ様のおかげと言えるでしょうね。
He is putting a front. The scene of Taiga scolding Naita over his stolen flan replayed in my mind. He similarly reined the others in like that over and over. It's almost overwhelming. If only he do something about his vexing habit of teasing others relentlessly, then I might be inclined to revise my opinion of him. I heaved a weary sigh. Casca gave me a helpless smile.
性格はともかく、イスルギ様は周囲をよく見ておられる方ですよ。
Yeah.
方々の事情にも明るく、大旦那様も信頼しておられます。
Uh-huh.
そして何より、
Most of all.
イスルギ様はお嬢様にとって非常に安全な方ですから。
Oh my god, you really don't want me to get married, do you, Casca? Well, yes, it isn't as if he came here with the intent to marry me, after all.
ええ、彼は頼りになると思いますよ。
Alright, cool. His smell was brighter this time. Now both Grandfather and Casca had made their approval of Taiga clear. Both of them were harsh judges of people. I knew that all too well. If that was how they saw Taiga, then perhaps I had changed my point of view as well. Casca doesn't see Taiga as a threat. Amazing. That evening at dinner time, tonight's dinner was tamari sushi. Ichia explained with pride how the ingredients had been sent straight to the house, fresh from the source.
かわいいだろ。目にも味にも美味しい料理を目指したよ。
Huh?
お嬢さんにぴったりな。ね。
I grimaced and ignored the wink he tipped in my direction. Oh yeah, Casca's arrogant. Oh yeah, he is.
でも俺この小さいお寿司だとあんまり食べた気がしないっていうか。
僕も光り物のネタはちょっと。
Why does the color of the skin matter? Oh, well, does someone have a crush? Phantom? Phantom and Ichia, OTP.
もっといっぱいこうがっつり食べたいです。
He does look strong.
一夜、他のネタはないの？
Their complaints about the meal certainly weren't stopping them from gulping it down. Ichiya glared.
これはお嬢さんのための夕食なんだ。君たちの分はあくまでついでなんだから少しは遠慮を。
Goodness gracious.
でもみんなでテーブルを囲んでるんでしょ？
そうですよ。みんなでご飯食べてるんだから、みんなに優しくしてください。
Yeah.
そんなこと言われても今出してるものしかない。手まり寿司は手間がかかるんだぞ。全員分用意しただけで感謝してほしいくらいだ。
Guys? Taken by surprise at the rising tensions at the table, I felt myself growing anxious. Taiga!
Nanda yo.
What do you mean, what? Don't simply sit there and eat, just something to stop them.
あ、勝手にやらせとけって。
They're gonna vent, let them vent. But... Okay. My nail has decided. Here we go.
ああ、光り物以外にも美味しいネタってたくさんあるのに全然食べられなくて残念。
ですよね。俺まだまだ食べられるのに。
Then eat the ones that Shion left.
ナユタは十分食べてるだろう。3人前は用意したっていうのに。
I'm not disappointed in you, Phantom. Something has to be done about this. I took a deep breath and opened my mouth, ready to demand that the three of them stop their argument, but before I could say a word...
一夜、もういいだろう。そろそろ出せ。
Oh?
何のことかな？
I have no idea what you're talking about. Uh-huh.
おうなら、俺が持ってきてやろうか。
Mm-hmm.
わかった。
Mm-hmm.
わかったか
Taiga
ら。
mom. Alright, Taiga Okasa. Taiga smirked and started to stand. Ichiya hurriedly pushed him back down into his seat and disappeared in the kitchen. When he returned, he was carrying...
わあ、お稲荷さんだ。こんなにいっぱい。
Okay, nutty sushi.
これ、アナゴ？エビもボイルしてあるね。
Why were you hiding all this? Why were you hiding this, Ichiya?
すごいすごい。一夜さん、こんなの作ってたんですか？
材料が余ってただけだ。いらないなら食べなくていい。
絶対食べます。最高。
Oh my god.
僕も。うん、美味しい。一夜は料理の腕だけはいいよね。
料理の腕だけって。いいから黙って食べてくれ。
Shut up and eat. I watched the three of them, amazed. Taiga spoke up next to me in a bored voice.
せっかく作ってんだから普通に出すよな。
Yeah, what the hell, Taiga? I'm sorry, Ichiya?
だから今回はたまたま材料が余っただけで。
Mm-hmm.
んなこと言って毎回なんだかんだで俺らの好物も用意しようとしてんのバレてるぜ。
そうだったんですか？俺好き嫌いないですけど鶏の唐揚げとハンバーグが好きです。
僕茶碗蒸しも食べたい。
少しは遠慮してくれ。
Jeez, you two. I'm not a short order cook. Please take Taiga, Ichiya, and me. And just like that, the three of them were all smiles. I gave Taiga an annoyed look. Why didn't you stop them sooner?
いいんだよ。あれはあれで楽しんでんだから。変に止めた方がギスギスすんだろ。
They were having fun?
おい一夜、七味取ってくれ。
Ugh.
ほら。ってタイガ。またそんな大量に。お吸い物の味がわからなくなるだろ
俺の下にはこれがベストなんだよ。
Oh.
まったく。
Taiga did have a point. Despite all the rumbling earlier, the atmosphere in the room didn't feel strange. Yeah, I am royalty. If someone had put a stop to their back and forth, it might have ramped up the tension instead of relieving it. Taiga must have noticed me staring at him because he slid the bottle of shichimi. Ah, Jelly pepper to me.
お嬢もいるか？
No, thank you. After dinner, I sat at my desk and pulled out my homework as was my routine, but my thoughts wandered elsewhere. An observer, huh? Having spent the day watching Taiga and knowing his true duties here, I noticed him acting in the capacity more than once already. And looking back with an impartial eye,
お嬢が言う通り、パーティーするだけなら、春日にでも頼んどきゃ、きっちり全部用意してくれるだろうさ。でもな、それじゃダメなんだよ。少なくとも、俺らの側にとっちゃ、目的の半分しか達成できねえ。つまり、一夜が必死になってんのも、他の連中があれこれ準備してんのも、全部お嬢のためってわけ。わかるだろ？
Maybe we should make him aware of Ravi.
the barbecue party held shortly after I first moved into the house. The one who originally proposed it was Taiga. Of course, then the dog barged in and we nearly burned the house down, turning the whole thing into a disaster. But thanks to the barbecue, I was given an opportunity to be my more natural self. And that wasn't the only time.
ま、今のお嬢には喧嘩って言われてもピンとこねえか。今までも周りが勝手に折れてくれてたんだろうしね。なあ、喧嘩避けてっと上辺だけ取り繕った人間関係になっちまう。そんなのつまんねえだろ。本音でぶつかって相手のこと理解して、そんでようやく本当の関係が築けるってんだ。少なくとも俺はそう思うぜ。ま、お嬢にはきつかったかもしれねえけど、貴重な体験はできただろ？何も難しいことはねえ。ちょっと足を伸ばしていつもと違う行動をしてみただけで、こんなにも世界は広がっていくんだぜ。
He has been very, yeah, now that we know, yeah, that tracks.
その好奇心、大事にしろよ。
In hindsight, Taiga's made a lot of subtle gestures to show he cares about me. Yeah? So, you're pro Taiga. I know Zetetica is neutral on Taiga. At least last time I remember him saying something was he was neutral on Taiga. Yeah, he seems pretty interesting. It's not the same as the painfully obvious flirting the others favor, but when I was being stubborn, he always seemed to know how to budge me. When I wanted to know something, he'd tease me about it, but still teach me what I asked. I could say which tasks he performed as his duty, and which he performed as free will, though. But his house only functioned as smoothly and as peacefully as it did because Taiga was here. At least that's how it appeared to me. Having finished my homework, I went down to the living room. As I walked in, I heard noises from the garage. Taiga? I hadn't had a chance to have a casual conversation with him since we'd been back from Kamakura together. I glanced around to see if anybody was there, and then quickly made my way to the garage. As I expected, the noise was from Taiga. He was crouched in front of his favorite motorcycle, tinkering with some gizmo or another. Strange-looking tools were scattered around him, as well as dirty rags, gaudy spray cans, and more. I let my eyes wander around in curiosity as I spoke to Taiga's back. What are you doing?
ああ、お嬢か。バイクの軽いメンテをな。チェーン磨いたり、消耗品変えたり。
Oh, okay. Really? Motorcycles require a lot of effort.
けど、大事にしてやればやっただけ、ちゃんと答えてくれるんだぜ。だからこっちも愛してやりたくなる。 そういうとこは女と同じだろ。
Yeah, he just constantly calls us babe. Babe, 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 babe. He's called us babes since the very first day. Kind of like with a woman. His sly glance told me clearly he was just joking around. I simply sighed. I honestly couldn't see the relation between women and motorcycles. But this did tell me he was the kind of person who took good care of people and things he considered important to him. About dinner earlier.
What?
You managed to effectively stop their quarrel without making things awkward.
ああ、つうか、別にあの程度は言い合いのうちにも入らねえよ。ただ別に俺が止めなくたって適当なとこで流してたと思うぜ。あいつらもそこまでバカじゃねえし。
Oh. You think so?
ま、男同士だからな。お嬢が気にするから口挟んだだけで、そうでなきゃほっとくさ。
I'm not sure I understand.
だろうな。別にそれでもいいだろう。そのうち慣れるって。
Yep, he's an orphan. Taiga made it sound like it was nothing, but it wasn't nothing to me. And that difference could be chalked up to having to live with others versus not having to. Ugh. That's why he keeps an eye on us then.
Huh?
After watching him for a day, my first thought was, you've actually done your job. You're really paying attention. I'm saying that surprisingly, you really are paying attention to everyone. Taiga kept tinkering with his motorcycle as he'd shot a nonchalant answer over his shoulder.
じいさんに頼まれたことだしな。一度やるって引き受けた仕事は最後まで責任持って付き合うぜ。
Yeah.
仮の婚約者ごっこのこともね。
Oh. Oh. Good. For someone who had practically carved his own groove into the couch, he actually seemed dependable. If only you could be that responsible about the rest of your life. I slathered my words with sarcasm. Taiga turned around and smirked.
安心しろ。ダラダラしてるように見えて、お嬢のこともバッチリ監視してるから。
I don't like that insinuation. What?
監視役の義務だろ?
You don't have to watch that closely. There's so many other things you could be paying attention to. Yeah. There definitely are some where you're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like p12? Some of those answers, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? What do I choose? Both of these sound fine!
はいはい、そうかもな。
The moment of seriousness gone, Taiga reverted back to his normal self. I sighed, muttering, anyway. At first I thought you were just a rude, bossy, selfish, and mean-spirited jerk.
言いたい放題だな。
Those are some nice adjectives. But having given some thought, I realized that everything you do, no matter how coarse it first seems, is what everyone needs in the moment, and I've since revised my opinion of you. Slightly. I finally said what I wanted to say, and he heard me, I think. But for some strange reason... This is so embarrassing. I turned away, unable to bear looking at him. Taiga's brow furrowed, and he peered at me, worried.
お嬢、なんか変なもんでも食ったか?
You okay? What's that supposed to mean? I just started to think better of him. Why must he always be so crass? Yeah. I glared at him disapprovingly, but he just laughed. He was clearly enjoying himself. I sighed and shook my head. After a moment's thought, I spoke up again. Still, I'm glad I have a real ally now. I look forward to cooperating with you in the future. Taiga's lips quirked up in a lopsided grin as he rubbed a hand on his pants to wipe off the grime. Holding out his right hand, he said,
こっちこそよろしくな、お嬢.
I nodded and reached out to shake his hand, but... Quick as a blink, Taiga's filthy left hand closed around mine in a tight, oily grip. Sticky, smelly, pitch black grease engulfed my palm. Shut up. Why did you switch hands like that? Like, oh, your left hand is so gross.
まあまあ、遠慮すんなって。俺らの仲だろ?
Ew. Are you serious? Let me go already. Ew. Having another ally on the inside was heartening. It made me feel so much better, and I understood now that Taiga was a responsible human being under his rough exterior. On that front, at least, I could say that choosing him as my temporary fiancé was the right decision. But why does he always have to tease me?
Well, Taiga Tsurugi, the observer. Clear! Alright. The ultimate safe spot. Yeah. Alright.
なんて刺激的。秘密を共有する二人はいつもドキドキハラハラ。吊り橋効果でレッツロマンス。
Smoogie. Smoogie, were you listening to me at all? She threw a sugary grin at my exasperated question.
もちろん。イスルギさんは監視役なのでしょ
Yeah. Correct. He isn't one of my suitors. That means there's no forbidden love or whatever between us.
ではそういうことにしておきますわね。
Back. I heaved a deep sigh. Smoogie started to speak. Her voice was calm, but her smile stayed on her lips. Oh, what's the best about this timeline?
Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.
You're right! You're right! We don't have to see Rue! Papa! No Rue! No Rue! Oh, no Rue! We don't have to worry about Rue.
でもこれは天が味方してますわよ。きっとイスルギさんはこれから大いにあなたを助けてくださるはずです。
What makes you think that?
だってイスルギさんが監視役だと聞いて私はとても腑に落ちましたもの。確かに彼は適任者だと。ですからあなたの協力者としてもきっと立派に働いてくださいますわ。
Very true. First grandfather, then Casca, now Samugi believed Taiga was worth trusting. I can understand why, but it's complicated.
そんなに悩まずともせっかく協力者ができたんですもの。遠慮なく頼ればいいんですわ。
Yeah, we have an ally we can count on. I see where you're coming from. Reluctantly, I nodded along with her. But I'd never been terribly good at relying on others, and I certainly wasn't. And I wasn't certain I could do it easily now. Wow, that sentence gave me a little bit of trouble. After dinner that night, I was enjoying a cup of tea when Shion glided up beside me, silent as a shadow, and sat next to me as if he belonged at my side. Boop.
ねえ、今度の休み、エステに行かない？おすすめのサロンがあるんだ。
ああ、ダメですよ。今週こそは俺がお嬢さんとサッカー見に行くんですから。
おいおい君たち、俺が明日の朝ごはんの仕込みをしてる最中に抜け駆けとはね。
Oh no.
彼女は今週俺とドライブデートをする予定なんだ。
I've never heard any such thing. Already sick of being pushed around, I slowly shook my head. Not this weekend, I already have plans.
じゃあ、いつなら空いてるの？
Never. Huh?
サッカーがダメなら野球でもいいです。
That isn't what I meant.
休日が無理なら放課後でも構わないよ。
Fuck. It was distressingly clear they were going to keep pushing and pushing until I caved and said yes. I desperately projected a quiet wish for help. And right at the moment, I remember what Smoogie said to me.
そんなに悩まずともせっかく協力者ができたんですも
Am I gonna say we're going out with Taiga?
ばいいんですわ。
I'm gonna say we're going out with Taiga. Ah! Eureka! So Taiga's like, uh-oh. I sense eyes on me. In a stroke of good luck, Taiga walked by, his brow suddenly furrowed as if he scented trouble. Our eyes met, and then I said, I need plans with Taiga! I was like, oh fuck, what?
おい、お嬢。
Hey, babe. I quickly got up and tried to slide behind Taiga.
お嬢さん
It's true, we really do have plans together, isn't that right, Taiga?
えああ
I love him trying so hard to keep up. Yeah? See? Yes, it sounded incredibly forced, but it took only a second before Taiga caught on and nodded slightly. When I felt immediate relief, the other three promptly pounced on him. Sorry.
タイガいつの間に
Sorry.
ずるいですよ。お嬢さん独り占めして。
タイガもやるよね。
Hey baby, I'll give you some food after
俺
stream,
はいい
okay?
んだみたいなこと言ってたのに。
Yeah.
いや待て落ち着けおい
Well, I'll just be on my way. And then I
おい
left.
ちょっと怖い
I have to admit, that felt less like relying on him and more like I threw him under the bus. I paused for a moment to glance back at the living room and offer a silent apology. I'm sorry, Taiga. I'll leave the rest up to you. Well, okay, so to their benefit, they don't know that he's not a contestant. They think he's a contestant. Geeks. Geeks. Also, 2 hours later. Oh, that was loud. Oh god, that got on my face. Fuck. Don't lick. Don't lick, Prince. Don't lick. That's what I get for being like, I want more of my good smell spray. And then I just spray it on my face. That's not meant to be inhaled. That's what I get. That's what I get. 2 hours later, with my homework done for the night, I started to grow curious about how everything had turned out. I quietly slipped downstairs. Will they all be in the living room, I wonder? I thought about walking in. Yeah. This is, it's Cherry Blossom and Tea Rose. It's actually a body mist, which is why I sprayed it at myself. But, hi, Beep. Beep. So now, if you ever wonder, what does Prince smell like currently? The likelihood is Cherry Blossom and Tea Rose. It's a very, very good scent. I'm very happy with it. I like it a lot. Ah. I have lotion in it, and now I have a good smell mist. Good smell stuffs. I thought about walking in, but I hesitated when I realized I had no idea what to expect. I'll simply open the door a crack and peek in first, then.
何やってんだ
Yeah, the ultimate Prince Ducky. You get a ducky back out of a prince and you just douse it in Cherry Blossom and Tea Rose. Also, Taiga, say that again.
何やってんだ
Startled, I rolled around to see Taiga, a deep scowl on his face. Sorry. Uh-oh, he's mad. I'm sorry about earlier.
おお大変な目に遭わされたぜ投げっぱなしで放置かまされてんな
I'm really sorry, I regret doing it really at you. I kept apologizing, but eventually his scowl lifted into a wry
あい
grin.
つらの勢いで詰め寄られて対処に困るのはまあわかるけどよ何は勘弁してくれ
Are we gonna have a signal, Taiga? The Taiga signal, like the bat signal, but for Taiga.
ま今回は貸しにしといてやる
Uh-oh, what do I owe you? Thank you. I mumbled the words softly. He reached out and flopped his open palm on the top of my head.
一応協力してやるとは言ったしねたまになら風よけになってやってもいいたまにならね
okay, you're my optional shield.
あいつらまだリビングにいるし、今夜このまま部屋に戻って寝ちまえ。
Give head pats. And with that, he turned and made his way up the stairs to his own room. That was unexpected. I automatically put my head on the spot where Taiga had touched my head. My cheeks started to grow hot. Yeah, he has a cooldown. I started to realize why everyone said that he was someone who could be relied on. Oh, looking back, I realized I'd probably overestimated his role as protector. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I feel like I might be overdoing it a little bit. What do you think, Smoogie? I vented my concern to Smoogie when we next talked on the phone. She chuckled. Smoogie! Smoogie! Minor issues. Feeling very awkward, I thought back over the last few days. Uh-oh.
お嬢さん、いいところに。
Oh,
君の
fuck.
ために新作スイーツを作ったんだ。いろいろあるからぜひ味見してくれ。
Do I suddenly have a lot of things with Taiga?
トッピングも盛りだくさんでね。チョコやキャラメルクリーム、生クリームにマーマレード。
Oh my god, he made a dessert chimera.
さあ、遠慮せずに。
Taiga, you taste it. Taiga! Taiga, you taste it for it. Huh? We've just been
お
like,
嬢さんお嬢さん
we've been
ライブ
using
リス
this
ト持って
too
きました
much.
一緒に遊びましょう
Oh my god. We can play fetch, catch together.
Taiga said he needs more exercise. He'll do it.
は
Yeah, Taiga, follow my orders. I still can't get it. Whatever. Oh no.
小鳥ちゃん、デザイナーの友人からドレスが届いてきたよ。君に似合うと思うから試着して。
Taiga, bend over for a second. Taiga, I need you to not eat for 24 hours and use this enema. Just fiancé things. Oh. I think it would look better on Taiga.
は
I want to see him in a dress. I think he'd look pretty. Even Smoogie's like,
It's practically become habit now, running to him for every little thing. I know I oughtn't, but I say his name before I can stop myself. All the noises I tossed on Taiga were starting to erode his soul, too. He looked weary. I feel so bad. I mumbled my thoughts onto the phone. Smogie's soft chuckle crackled from the other side. I mean, yeah. We're going from 0 to 60. Yes, but for so many things this often, he's every right to be livid with me. I think he minds it as much as I think. Oh? I don't know. She had a point. Whenever I'd go to him, Tyke would look surprised, but he never said it bothered him. But even if Smoogie did have a point, I was still being rude and inconsiderate of his time and energy. I think I'm gonna apologize to him. I answered Smoogie after a moment of thought. I could almost feel her smile through the phone. I hear you calling me madam. I feel like now suddenly we're Peppermint Patty and the lady that she calls Sir. Peppermint Patty and Marcy. Marcy, that's right. Marcy calls Peppermint Patty Sir. Why are you calling me madam? I don't like this. Thanks. Oh, easier said than done. How was I supposed to deliver my apology this time, especially at this hour? Wisp message. It was already close to midnight. If I'm gonna do this, what I need to do is my mind gnawed over the matter, leaving me wide awake despite the hour. I'm gonna get a glass of water and try to relax. She's gonna break up with us. No. No, spooky. It was unlikely anyone would be in the living room that late at night. Or so I thought. I was very wrong. Oh! Collapsed on the couch, face down, looking for all the world like he'd just been lying there since the start of time was... Taiga? I said his name, but he didn't so much as twitch. He seemed to be completely exhausted. I'm so sorry. Feeling horrible, I grabbed the throw blanket that was laying nearby. I could do this for him at least. I knew it wasn't nearly enough of an apology, but I carefully laid it over him. As I did so... Oh! Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Ah, いい。ここで寝るつもりじゃなかったし。つかこれ、かけてくれたのか?
You, I didn't want you to catch cold.
そっか。Thank you ね。
Romance time. This is the romance music. No fair saying thanks first. I'm the one who should be thanking him. I'm really sorry about, dumping them in your lap all the time. I've caused you so much grief, and it's completely worn you out, hasn't it? My voice was meek as I apologized. Taiga grinned tiredly.
たまにならとは言ったけどね。まあ、ちょっとやりすぎじゃねえの。あいつらお嬢になんかしたかもって軽く落ち込んでたぞ。悪気がないのは分かってんだろ。
Yeah. I'm gonna apologize to them all tomorrow, and I'm gonna do my best to stop leaning on you too.
いや、それはいいっつうか。
Why is it so quiet? Let's try that.
別にいいんだよ。俺も珍しくお嬢に頼られてつい甘やかしちまったし。
You wanna spoil me? Huh? That answer took me by surprise. I looked up to find Taiga grinning back at me.
なんつうか、懐かねえ猫が懐いた感じ？あんま頼ったりしなかったろ、今まで。だからこう、なんか新鮮でさ。
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi, Taiga. Hi, Taiga. Okay. Back to positions. Back to positions. Nobody saw that. I am a cute and noble prince. I am cute and noble. There we go, okay. Man, I shouldn't have moved myself. Oh, hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. You're good. Hi, kitty. He's too powerful. A cat? Me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm a cat.
似てんだろ。それに、そもそもお嬢はどっか危なっかしいんだよ。しっかりしてそうに見えてすぐパニックになるし、抜けてるし、顔に出るわ、今日出るわ。
Rude. So rude. Okay, now it sounds like he's taking this as an excuse to vent.
だからまあ、仕方ねえなって。俺はこういう立場だし、お嬢が気軽に頼れる相手ではあるだろう。
That's really sweet, Taiga. But...
どうしても無理な時は言うからさ。あんま気にすんな。しんどい時は遠慮しねえで頼れって話。
Okay. Taiga.
ま、欲を言や、もう少し頻度は考えてほしいけどな。さすがに疲れた。
Okay. I realized that much. He was being jokey about it, but I seriously asked for it. But if I seriously asked for his help, I doubted he would say no. That's just the kind of person he was. I felt warmth creeping up into my cheeks again. Mustering up the courage, I mumbled. Thanks.
Oh.
It's very reassuring to know I have an ally now, so, I hope we can continue working together. With my gratitude finally expressed in a satisfactory manner, I couldn't help but smile. There, I feel much better now. I think I'll go to bed. Good night!
Oh.
He's like,
Is he blushing? Is he blushing?
I think he's blushing.
I'm gonna manually zoom. Which means I'm getting close to the screen. I think he's blushing. Actually, I can just drag this. My version of the Elgato. No, he's not blushing. It's just the freaking shadow of his hair. God bless it. Can you imagine that? Someone saying, I'm gonna manually zoom, and then they just get real close to your face. Uh-huh.
くそ。その顔、卑怯すぎんだろ。
Yeah. Resist that kitty cat face. How am I supposed to resist that kitty cat face? Alright. I have a new list message. Did you give your apologies to Mr. Suzuki? Sort of. He wasn't mad, I'm sure. He wasn't. But he said if I really needed to, I could still go see him. Oh my, he did. What a manly thing to say. How good for you, Prince. He was so rude, though. He said it was like trying to coax a cat to like him. Really? My. But I have to say, I know where he's coming from. When he finally decided to be friends with me, I felt the very same way. Even you, Samugi. Hi, Kiki. All he's saying is that he thinks you're that cute. I'm sure of it.
oh, could this be romance?
No, it isn't. I don't think. If you say that. If you say so, we'll leave it at that for now. Go to bed, see you at school. Alright, good night, pleasant dreams.
Alright. Oh, I love this. I used to that all the other suitors start asking Taiga why he's suddenly so close to me. Yes. This was bad. Really, really capital B bad. So I've been outed to the babe as an observer. Yeah, I guess it's not so bad, really. I was getting used to the idea of being his temporary fiancé too. And since I knew what was going on, it made sense that he could come to me if he needed help. But I did not expect him to open up to me this much, not in the least. Days earlier, the guys were bickering over who got to spend time with her again, so I just hung back and watched for a bit. That day, they happened to be going at it harder than usual, and I could see him getting flustered. But as I figured it was time to step in and break up the disagreement, our eyes met.
I already have plans with Taiga.
The look on his face right then. The, I'm saved! The Calgary! The Calgary? No, that's a bad one. No, Prince, that's a bad word mix up. The cavalry is here. Expression that practically beamed from his eyes. It's kind of a vulnerable look. Defenseless. It was a look I realized only I could see. That's why I let him get away with throwing me under the bus again and again and again. I mean, who would turn their back on him when he was so helpless? Anyone would have rescued him. Shut up. Calgary, like the city in fucking Canada. And then there's the other night. Calgary. That's what I said. But I meant to say cavalry.
Fuck me. Alright. Thanks. It's very reassuring to know I have an ally now, so I hope we can continue working together.
I'm pretty certain it's a city in Canada. I don't have to look that up. Calgary. Yeah, it's a city in Alberta. Seriously, someone ought to make that expression illegal. Out of character meek apology, the slumped shoulders and dejected look. And to top it all off, that blush. He was almost always cool and aloof. Did he show me the side he only reveals to people he trusts? The more I thought about it, the more I, Whoa, hold it, me. This is bad. Very, very, very bad. I could already tell I was trapped in a scenario that belonged in a romance manga. Swayed by emotions, I'd fall. I had to be careful, make sure I don't get any closer to him than I need to. Right as I was telling myself that.
Taiga さん、すみません。
What?
おい、なゆた
I no chance to resist. Nayata dashed in and for God knows what reason picked me up and hauled me away. Wait, what? I know.
なんなんだよ一体。なゆた、人を運ぶならもっと丁寧に扱え。
I know Synthetica wanted to see Ichiya and Taiga together, but man, I gotta tell him Taiga and Nayata had a moment.
すまないね。
Oh.
緊急招集だったんだ。
Oh no, it's intervention.
なんだそりゃ。
Oh. Ichiya and Shion stood in front of me looking weirdly solemn. I looked back, not bothering to hide my surprise. Nayata was there as Nayata as ever.
おい、マジで何の冗談。
I didn't do that.
ねえ、タイガ。小鳥ちゃんと何かあった？
Well.
あ？
最近彼女の様子がおかしいんだ。何を言ってもタイガに振るし。
一緒に運動しましょうって言っても、すぐタイガさんを誘ってって言うんですよ。
これはさすがに変だと思って、タイガを尋問することにしたんだ。
All right, Taiga. Here it is. It's a class trial. They're putting you on trial, Taiga. What do you have to say for yourself? What have you done to Prince? Or what are you planning on doing to Prince? Please tell me. In explicit detail. This is purely for, trial purposes. I will not be using it for any other nefarious reasons.
尋問って、な。
Yeah. I made a show of rolling my eyes, but I was nervous. Where's my underwear? Yeah, with as obvious as he was being, even these geniuses would eventually catch on. I thought about how hard it was going to be to worm my way out of this one. Shion, clearly skeptical, asked.
それで、小鳥ちゃんについて何か思い当たることはないの？
Taiga, what color are my underwear? Does it match my bra? Am I even wearing a bra? This type of interrogation.
特にねえよ。つか気のせいじゃねえ。
Oh, Taiga. Oh, Taiga. That's worse.
俺たちだってそこまで鈍感じゃないさ。
That does.
正直に言ってくれ。
Taiga, something's going on. Just be honest with us. Well, you see, Prince and I have come to an agreement. Yeah, don't know.
もしかしてお嬢さんに何か頼まれたりしているのかい？誘いを断る口実になってほしいと。
You know, that's the best way they could have taken this.
な覚えねえよ。
Oh no.
だとしたら、その逆？僕たちの誘いに戸惑ってる彼女を助けてあげたくなったとか。
だから。
Yeah, that's it. We decided we have a lovingly Taiga-shaped scapegoat that we decided to use. Because
だってタイガさん怪しいです。
Oh. Nayata's the one who figured that out?
そうだ。 何もないのにお嬢さんが俺の誘いを断るわけがない。
How many dates have I actually gone on with you?
いや、一夜がスルーされるのはいつものことだと思うけどね。
Yeah, it's customary for me to ignore your very existence.
そんな。
Yeah,
と
yes
に
it
か
is.
く隠し事は良くないと思うな。
Uh-oh.
ねえ、タイ
Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Well, now what? I can only blow them off for so long. I saw it for a quick second, then sighed as if giving
分
in.
かった。言うよ、言えばいいんだな。あれはだね。お嬢からの罰だ。
That one wasn't a hiccup. That was a laugh. That was me just breathing in very high pitched. Oh my god. I love how now it just sounds like I'm his dom. Yeah.
罰つまりお仕置きなんですかそれ羨ましい
I'm jealous. What do I have to do to get Prince to punish me?
ナインタ、ちょっと黙ってて。
Sit. Good boy.
どういうこと？
That's a good idea, Holly. That's a really good idea.
この前、ちょっとお嬢を怒らせてな。虫の居所が悪かったのか、なかなか機嫌直んなくてさ。
Get her to lighten up.
お嬢の気が済むまで言う通りにするってつい言っちまったんだよ。
Well, now it just makes you sound like I'm a sadist. Forgive me, babe. The only way out of this is to spit a lie.
なるほど、それでか。俺からの誘いに応じてくれなかったのもタイガを困らせるためだったんだな。
もうタイガさん何やったんですかしかもお仕置きなんてずるい俺も呼んでくださいよそういう時は
ああ、悪かった。
Yeah, oh, good. Oh, these two couldn't deduce their way to a playpen. But the problem was Shion. Shion pierced me with his eyes. He wasn't buying a word of what I was selling. Not surprised, really. I wouldn't believe me either.
でも、やっとお嬢の気も済んで、俺も解放されたからさ。これからは、大丈夫だ。
Taiga, no fair! I also want Prince to tell me to bend over.
とばっちり食らわせちまって、悪かったね。
I smiled, keeping up the act.
まあ、そういうことなら。
ですねよかったこれでお嬢さんに構ってもらえる
Shion just like, uh-huh. Shion's gaze spoke volumes. I could practically hear him say, do you expect me to swallow that trait? He was no idiot. He knew that I was in no mood to let the truth spill out now. And knowing the way he thinks that meant.
まあ、小鳥ちゃんがいつも通りになってくれるんなら、それでいいけど。
Bingo. He wouldn't push the issue here. Gonna hurt to owe him a favor, but please let him back off and let this slide for now. I sent him a glance, his lips quirked in a tiny smile. Oh yeah, I was gonna regret this later. This is just a room of people who want to be pegged by Prince. It's the... No, I was gonna be like the Prince Peg Club, but no.
さて、
Prince,
そう
please
と決
peg.
まれば、お嬢さんを誘う次の一手を考えなければな。
It's the Prince, please peg progression. Procession. No, it's no matter how you say it, whether it be Prince pegging or pegging Prince, it sounds like I'm the one on the receiving end. I just don't have that top energy.
ですねどうしよっかななんだったら OK してくれるかな
Uh-huh.
悪いがない歌。先約は俺がいただくよ。
Mm-hmm. No, no, no! You are Melrose and Yans, and you will forever be Melrose and Yans.
そんなのわかんないじゃないですか俺だって負けません
Yeah. Huh. I stood and watched them warmly, which left me open long enough for a smiling Shion to ambush me.
タイガ、もう小鳥ちゃんを怒らせないようにね。何度も邪魔されるのは嫌だ。
No, all of it's bad. No, all of this is bad. You all are my Melrose and that is all you will ever be. You've been stuck.
わかってるって。
You've been Melrose and for the day one of streaming, and that is all you will ever be. Ugh, bastard just had to drive it home, didn't he? I'll have to warn the babe about this later.
タイガはお嬢さんを怒らせる名人だからな。
He's a pro at ticking me off, yeah.
誰より嫌われたくない人相手になぜあんな傍若無人な態度が取れるのか疑問で仕方ないよ。
ほっとけ。
Just drop it.
ツンデレだからですよね。
What?
は
Who, what now?
俺には分かってますよ。
え
タイガさん。ツンとしちゃって素直になれないあれですよね。分かってます。
Exactly. The only person that can make Peg jokes is if your name is Peg. Gee. I'm Tsundere? I felt a muscle in my cheek start to twitch as I tried to keep my hands from balling into fists. Shion, observant bastard that he was, must have noticed because he's nodded with a big fat smile on his face.
なるほどね。納得したよ。本当はタイガも小鳥ちゃんに優しくしたいのにできなかったんだね。
Oh. Well, you could do that in private.
ツンデレだから
You jackass, don't encourage the others. I guess the others were saving a bit of revenge, though. I owed it to them to take it on the chin, so I swallowed my pride and eventually managed to mumble.
そうだ。なかなか素直になれなくてな。
Why does the acronym keep getting longer?
ですよね。でもダメですよ。お嬢さんのことはもっと丁寧に優しく大事に扱わないと。
Yeah, the other day. I grit my teeth and let Nayata's word salad flow in one ear and exit out the other. Blink, blink. Prince, blink twice if you're being held against your will. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink. Oh, so tired. Well, I guess I had to be happy I managed to get out of that bind with my cover intact. Anybody with two eyes in their head would suspect that something had happened with the two of us. That was completely understandable. I need to move more carefully in the future. Oh. Why did I tell him he could effectively come to me whenever he feels like it? Oh, what was I thinking? Was I pretending to be cool like I was Ichiya or something? I groaned. I kind of realized this before, but I just... I must keep my eyes open! Oh, my model didn't like that. I kind of realized this before, but I had a serious soft spot for vulnerable people who look to me for help. Especially people like the babe, who are normally way too stuck up to admit they needed help. My resistance collapsed like a wet paper bag, without fail. Combined with that adorable kitten in the rain look. Taiga? Won't you hold me out, Taiga? Taiga. Please, Taiga.
いや、可愛いとか何言ってんだ。あれだろ、妹的な。
Hey. Seriously, get it together, me. Amazing.
Bada.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna get the next CG and then we're gonna stop for the night. Which means we gotta do this in the next one. I flopped on my bed, stared up at the ceiling as I vented a heavy sigh. This was hard. Please, Mr. Taiga, please give me head pats. Please, please. I'm so cute. I'm so cute. I want head pats. I want head pats. So stupidly hard. Things got complicated after I was picked as his fiancé.
No! Howie has redeemed. Only cutesy voice. Only cutesy voice is allowed. Only cutesy voice for, I believe it's like 5 minutes. I believe it's 5 minutes for only cutesy voice. Only cutesy voice. It is for 5 minutes. Okay. So let me set the timer. You're good, you're good. 5 minutes is nothing. 5 minutes is fine. Ah, okay, it does say 5 minutes. I'd check on my side. I was like, how long did I set that for? Timer. Set my timer. Yeah. How dare you? I waited for the babe and Casca to leave the meeting room before I turned to glare on Gramps.
で、なんで俺が仮の婚約者？しかもなんであんな簡単に許した？
面白いと思ったからじゃ。
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of how Grandpa does it. Grandpa does what Grandpa wants to do. Gramps was unrepentant. I rubbed my throbbing forehead. You want me to do the Navy SEALs copy pasta? I can do it. I'll do the Navy SEALs copy pasta. Navy SEALs copy pasta. Where is it? Okay. Alright. Navy SEALs copy pasta. Here we go. I'll do it in the Uwu voice too. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to the full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what the unholy retribution your little clever combat was about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you didn't. But you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Ta-da! Oh yeah, you can clip that. Feel free. It's encouraged. Yeah, so that's definitely gonna get posted to YouTube too as a clip, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, one thing about cutesy voices, it does mean that I drink a lot more water. Alright, Gramps was unrepentant. I rubbed my throbbing forehead.
面白いってあんたな。あいつはあんたの孫だろ。
孫だろ。
そうじゃな。だからこそ信頼のおけるお前に託そうとして何が悪い。
We have Grandpa's blessings to marry him. Alright, Taiga, you heard it. When Belle's coming. No, this is actually not fan service voice. How long is fan service voice? Oh, yeah, no, fan service voice is the ooh la la type of voice. Give me 30 seconds and I can give you a sneak peek.
な持ち上げたってごまかされねえぞ。
本心じゃぞ。わしはお前のことも孫同然に可愛く思っておるからの。
Alright, Taiga's already his grandson. Come on, Taiga buddy boy, we're getting married.
はあ？
はあ？
なんせこんな小さな悪ガキの頃から見てきておるからの。
ああ。
なんだよ急に。どうした？
Okay, alright, fine. Gramps ignored my remark. His eyes looked far away as he started to ramble down memory lane.
そういえば昔のお前はよく木の上におった。確か最初に会った時も。
I already know what Top's clip of the stream will be. Oh, Taiga to climb
高い
trees.
ところまで登って一心に遠い場所を見つめておったな。
Nice.
そんなお前を見て正直なところ、自分の家を見つけようとしておるのか、
You
親
have
の
been
姿でも
cleansed.
探しておるのかと思った。
You have been cleansed. Oh my, that was a particularly violent one.
だから何をしておると聞いて、帰ってきた言葉には驚かされた。自分の知らないものがある場所を探していた。
Oh my, that's
かっこよすぎじゃろ。
that's very mature for a child. Yeah, blessed hiccups. The wistful note in Gramps' voice triggered an emotion I didn't realize, leaving me too flustered to retort.
寂しくはないのかと聞けば、親には親の人生がある。
Okay, Grandpa, you talk too slow for me.
わしはあの時から
Interesting kid, I could tell someday you'll be someone to note. Seriously, where did this come from all of a sudden? Usually we just shot the breeze over stupid, pointless shit and had a good laugh, and that was it. Wasn't the trip down memory lane? I think he thinks of me as a grandson. Is he serious? And why the hell do I suddenly feel so stupidly embarrassed?
さっきの様子を見る限
Take
り
it along with Prince.
どうじゃ。
Why I try coding for real, marry, truly become a grandson.
何抜かしてんだ？頭大丈夫か？
Grandpa is so slow. My ADHD brain bleeds trying to go at his pace.
なんじゃ。あれじゃ不満か。確かにちっと可愛げはないが。
Excuse you?
そういうことじゃねえって。
可愛い孫同士が結婚してくれれば、わしも安心なんじゃがの。
Grandpa ships it. Grandpa ships it. Wow.
ああ、もういい、わかった。また報告しに来る。
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I mean, people think of... We don't think of him as family, and he's definitely not treated as family, so I don't think it makes him family. I didn't make myself sit through this embarrassing crap any longer. I got up and left the room without a backwards glance. Ugh, that was close. If I'd stuck around there any longer, I might have been roped into becoming a suitor for real. I leaned against the wall of the gate and took a moment to collect myself. Can't be too careful around that sly old dude. No matter how skeptical you were about his ideas, he found ways to bring you around before you noticed you're being manipulated. The man had a strange charisma about him, almost like a power that let him change people's minds. Guess that's no surprise, considering how much success he brought to the Tojo family. Despite his talents, though, I doubted even he could go to Prince into a marriage he didn't want. He was just messing with us today, that's all. He just had a weird sense of humor sometimes. So for all his talk about wanting me as a real grandkid, it was all still up to how the babe felt. And that was what I thought. And with that thought, I let out a sharp chuckle. Sorry, Gramps. I've got enough going on without getting signed up as your true grandson. I mean, he's clearly not romantically interested in me. Oh, sure. But having given it some thought, I realized that everything you do, no matter how coarse it first seems, is what everyone needs in the moment. And I've since revised my opinion of you slightly. Ugh.
いや、ねえよ。絶対にねえ。
Put another way, I'd basically gone from that kid she couldn't stand in class to just another one of the guys. That was all. There couldn't be anything else at work. No, wait, it just wasn't happening. Oh, damn it, what a pain in the butt. Thanks to Gramps, enemies they made on the inside, now I had to work as his collaborator too.
勘弁してくれよな。あいつらの暴走を止めるだけでも一苦労だってのに。
Oh my god. I inhaled deeply inside and suddenly...
タイガさん、俺来週お嬢さんをテニスに誘おうと思ってるんですけど。
Well, so much for any sort of peace you had.
ノックぐらいしろバカ。つか取り込み中だ。さっさと出てき。
Oh.
ああ、寝てるだけじゃん。
I cut Naito off mid-sentence by slamming the door in his face. It was impossible to reflect quietly in this madhouse. Not that thinking and worrying would help much, I had no choice but to follow the plan, for now.
マジめんどくせえ。覚えてるよ、じいさん。
Yeah, he's one of the boys. Which means he's part of my harem.
Remember, he's the observer. I visit Taiga's room regularly to vent, but one night his attitude suddenly changes? Oh, we're going to his room nightly? Game Prince. Nani the fuck? Left, clear. Right, clear. I glanced around to make sure the coast was clear both ways. I slowly made my way down the hallway. I was on the second floor where the men's bedrooms were. Please let no one catch me here.
お嬢様。
Hi, Casca. I swallowed an undignified squawk, jumping about 2 feet in the air. I rolled around to look behind me. Casca. I thought out a sigh of relief when I realized I wasn't being ambushed by any of my suitors.
こんなところで何を？
Yep. I'm gonna make you stop looking and start acting. I, was going to Taiga's room.
はい。
Casca's like, what? I said I'm gonna go see Taiga so I can vent to him for a while. I mumbled my excuse and tried not to let guilt surface on my face. Casca slowly nodded in understanding.
最近多いですね。ほどほどに。
Eh? I won't.
ならば良いのですが。では。
What else am I supposed to do? I'm stressed out right now. I muttered to myself as I watched Casca walk away. Then Ichio was like, oh, I have the whole interior of my car reupholstered to suit you. Can you believe that? I saw on Taiga's bed, gripping one of his pillows as I complained about everything that happened lately. I don't need or want anything as ridiculous as that, but when I told him such, his face fell like I told him the world was ending.
わかったよ。俺がうまく言っといてやる。
And then there's Naito. Why does he constantly keep his personal volume at 11 earlier in the living room? Take him patiently. What's that song? I'm my own grandpa? I think that's the song. I'm my own grandpa's lyrics. Yeah. It's I'll just say many things happened that head to my model birth.
Who knows? Maybe there's another version of Prince running around there.
An older prince from the future, or from the past.
Taiga patiently listened to all my complaints and I had a fair few with a long-suffering smile on his face. And that alone was enough to alleviate some of the pressure. So Shion comes up and touches my hair without asking it. Oh, the trash can's full.
Huh? Oh,
I'm sorry, that was the most ADHD thing that Gabe Prince could have done. That was very ADHD, and I feel it in my soul. Yeah, I love that's exactly... Wow, Gabe Prince, you just completely... encapsulated talking to me.
Talking. Oh, I'm so upset about this and blah, 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 blah. Oh, your trash can's full. Anyway, he touches my hair. As if we just go to the spa together sometime. What is that odd mask on the wall?
Amazon の部族のおっさんがくれた友情の証だってよ。
Yeah. It looks kind of creepy. Doesn't it scare you at night layering in the darkness and all?
いや、そんなことはねえけど。ってお嬢。
I love we're feeling comfortable enough with Taiga to let the ADHD hang out.
俺の部屋に馴染みすぎだろ。
I'm pretty comfortable in my room. I felt a muscle in my cheek twitch at Taiga's words.
Oh?
Ah.
Huh. He didn't say anything, but his eyes told me this was a problem. I looked away. But I really need to vent to somebody. I'm under a lot of pressure in this house.
ストレスね。
I'm starting to get used to living with so many people, yes, but being around them every day is stressful. When I talk to Samugi about it, she tries to spin my problems into a romance manga plot. Kasuga will listen to me, but he always winds up giving me a lecture. He sighed. I felt a tight ball of ice clutch in my stomach. I've never done it, haven't I? No, he's annoyed. Honestly, I wasn't surprised at Taiga's pushback. I realized I'd visited him in his room with alarming frequency as of late. And yet, I thought I'd shown admirable restraint at first. Well, that's how it felt to me. Do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you about something.
お嬢がわざわざ来るなんて珍しいな。いいぜ、そこ座んない。
Oh no.
Say, Taiga?
どうした？またあいつらに困らされてんのか？
Taiga, do you have a minute?
おお、構わねえけど。
Taiga, wake up! You won't believe the stuff they tried to pull this morning. It was awful.
朝早くから勘弁してくれ。
My restraint slipped a little further with each visit until it became habit for me to dash straight to his room whenever something happened. And now it had reached the point where I was too comfortable here.
最近このパターン多いな。つかお嬢も極端なんだよ。慣れるのに時間かかるくせして安心したらガンガン懐く。コミュ障の典型だよな。
Oh yeah. Taiga's blood diagnosis stabbed me. He was wearing his typical smirk as he spoke, which told me he was probably only poking at me teasingly, but his expression turned to surprise when I said nothing.
なんだよ、反論しねえのか？
Normally I'm gonna shot back at him, but right now it didn't feel like the correct thing to do. Kasuga said the same thing to me earlier. Me too, earlier. He told me not to overdo it.
ああ、そりゃまあ言うだろうな。
For some reason, Taiga looked conflicted. His gaze started wandering around the room. Am I bothering you? I hesitantly looked over at him. Surprisingly, his cheeks had a tint of pink at them.
いや、だからな、お嬢。俺が言いたいのはそういうことじゃなくて。
Time to turn on. Nope. Where the hell is it? There it is.
Kitty cat eyes. Taiga. Taiga. Then what are you getting at?
いや、つまり、この部屋汚ねえし。
Obviously, I've gotten used to it, but you really ought to consider tidying up. A disorganized living space is a sign of disorganized
ま
mind.
た、今そういうのはいらねえ。そして問題はそこじゃね
Then what's the problem?
え。だからな。ほら、不気味な仮面もあるし。
Is that really the problem?
いや、違うかな。
This evasiveness was completely unlike him. It made me even more curious what was on his mind. What is it, Taiga? Just say it. If I was a bother, I'd rather he simply out and said it. If I wasn't, I wouldn't know what the problem was. I looked at him earnestly, hoping to get my point across. I must have, because he took an obvious steadying breath and opened his mouth to speak.
ここは俺の部屋だよな。
Who else could it belong to?
で、お嬢は女だよな。今は夜だよな。
Yes, and?
もう一回言うぞ。ここは男の俺の部屋で、お嬢は女で、今は夜で、座ってるそこは俺のベッドの上だ。
So? I was starting to get irritated. Taiga looked squarely at me, his face growing solemn.
お嬢、俺のこと男だと思ってねえだろ。
Huh?
俺が男だってこと分かってねえだろ。
I turned over his words in my head, my brows knitted together in confusion. Yes, it is. Of course you're a man, there's no mistake in that.
そういうことじゃねえんだよ。
Really not, no. He dropped his face into his hands in frustration. Meanwhile, I only grow more annoyed. Seriously, Taiga, what on earth are you trying to say to me? Or are you just teasing me again? One second you say something vague, another second you say something obvious. If I bother you, just say so.
そうじゃねえよ。そうじゃねえけど。ここまで言ってもわかんねえとか。
Are you saying it's my fault now?
違う。くそもういい。わかった。
Oh.
だったら、実地で教えてやるよ。わかりやすく。な。
His arm shot forward, I felt the impact on both my shoulders. The wood flipped over, my back hitting something soft. And all of a sudden, Taiga's face drew close to mine, the ceiling visible past his shoulders. Hot boy alert! Hot boy alert! Yeah, wow. What are you doing? Wait, was he doing what I thought he was? No, he couldn't, he wouldn't.
俺がお嬢を押し倒してる。
Uh-huh. Taiga spoke slowly, enunciating each word clearly as their meaning gradually sunk in, and my cheeks suddenly burned hot as embers. Let go of me! Get off!
嫌だね。
I wiggled, desperately trying to shove Taiga's arms away and push him off. But no matter how hard I struggled, I couldn't get him to budge an inch. Panic started to seep in and I went stiff. Taiga slowly leaned forward, bringing his lips to my ear.
お嬢。
Warm breath wafted across my ear. My eyes squished shut involuntarily.
夜、密室、二人きり。しかもベッドの上。本当はお嬢も分かってんだろ。
はい、わかる。
この状況だったら何されても文句は言えねえよな。
I mean, well, A, Taiga, that's not how that works. That's really not how consent works, but alright. We'll go with it. I felt my breath grow shorter as Taiga's whispered words, but I firmly tamped down my urge to shiver. I would never permit you to do something like that. I couldn't physically remove him, so I settled for glaring at him. I can't certainly say I understand what he was trying to tell me right now. A cole shouldn't visit a man's room so casually. I ought to exercise modesty. That's what he meant. And yes, he did have a point. I was aware that I was making myself far too comfortable here. But... Bunk. Oh, the bunk. He could have simply told me as much. He didn't have to mess with me like this.
お嬢が許そうが許すまいが関係ねえよ。スイッチ入ったら止まんねえのが男で、逃げ遅れたら食われて終わり。
Well, that's not how it works again. Once again, that's not how consent works. But okay, we'll follow along on the Taiga train.
さて、どうしてやろうかね。
Oh my.
まずはキスでもしてみるか。
Yeah. Okay, Taiga. Okay. Too confused and frustrated to think straight, all I could do was bite my lip. Now I thought about it, he pulled a similar move on me before. He deliberately leaned his face close to mine, drawing entertainment from my panic. All he ever thinks about is new ways to liven up his life at my expense. No doubt I was beyond amused at how flustered I was.
なんだよ、意外と余裕だな。いつもみたいに慌てねえのか？それとも期待してんの？
You know, I think I just absolutely scraped the hell out of my own forearms with my own nails. Ow! What the fuck? Ow! I'm not used to having my nails be long. Owie! Owie! I gathered every ounce of my willpower so that I could speak with a steady, confident voice. I took a deep breath and said, "Do you want me to scream?" I love that. I love that. I didn't mean to. I just had an itch and I scratched and my nails are sharp. Amazing. Do you want me to scream? Is that something you're into, Taiga? Of course I'm not gonna panic. Unfortunately for you, I'm already used to all the ways you try to tease me. I'm not gonna panic for your amusement every time, you know. For a moment, Taiga's eyes widened. Seeing that I knew I'd won, I felt a smirk start to switch on my lips, but then... What?
からかわれてるだけだって本気で思ってんのか？ここまでされて。
Taiga?
いいぜ、そう思ってても。ただし。
Taiga! Hold on. Hold on, Taiga. He leaned down, brushing my ear with his lips again.
痛い目見てから泣いても遅いぜ。これ、忠告な。
The sweet lilt to his whisper was completely unlike the voice he used when he teased me, but he also sounded nothing like when he was being honestly kind. Too late for regrets. What do you mean? Taiga? Taiga.
残念だったな。手遅れだ。
Taiga's face! He was leaning so close! He's not really going to...
こっち見ろよ。
No! I stood from shock, utterly unable to move. A cold shiver shuddered down my spine. Don't, please, just don't. I really don't want this. Don't, please, please.
ああ。
Suddenly, Taiga heaved a heavy sigh of exasperation. Confused, I looked at him.
強がりも大概にしときよな。この程度でビビってるくせに。
That was rude. He kept looking at me, not saying a word, not moving an inch. His eyes were solemn, serious. With so unlike him, I couldn't help but lie still and stare.
もう一回言うぞ。俺は男で、お嬢は女。
Incorrect. 僕は男です。
毎晩のように男の部屋に通って、二人きりで過ごしてたら、どんな間違いが起こるかわかんねえだろ。
Half incorrect.
もっとちゃんと危機感を持て。
I love me. Wait, girls don't get blue balls. Taiga's admonishment caused annoyance and curiosity to well up inside me in equal parts. First and foremost, he was forgetting a major point. Didn't he remember why I was coming here and why I felt so comfortable in his company? I know that much, and I do agree. A girl shouldn't visit a gentleman's room lightly, especially if she's alone. But it's different with you, right? Your grandfather's friend. You're just an observer here. You aren't really trying to court me. You said so yourself.
No.
We threw him for a loop. We threw him for a loop. We turned his logic back on his head and he doesn't know what to do.
Taiga's cheeks flushed pink. For some reason, my heart rate picked up slightly. Wait a minute. Why are you blushing?
なってねえよ。俺は別に落とす気はねえよ。多分。
Taboo? You think?
My voice almost climbed to a new octave. Taiga suddenly seemed to find interesting things to look at on the wall. Are you still pushing me down in the bed, sir?
What are you talking about? Deny it right now.
いや、だからつまりたまに可愛い顔を見せられるとグッとくることあんだろ。
Cute?
無防備に距離詰められたらそこそこドキッとするっつうか。
Oh my god.
His heart skipped a beat.
とにかく俺もどうなるかわかんねえってことだ。
Alright, Taiga. Somehow I feel like you may overshadow Shion.
He doesn't know. Wait a minute.
I held both my hands up, signaling Taiga to stop while I tried to get my whirling thoughts under control.
If I look back over everything he just said, think about his choice of words. He's basically saying that he sees me as a... individual? How can I... Interestingly gendered words. I cuties her nearly every night, feeling comfortable and safe. And there's something about the way he said I'm cute. It felt different from the other times he said it.
俺も男だ。あんま油断すんな。頼むから。
I'll get as cozy as I damn well please.
Yo. But you're Taiga.
だから俺も男なんだっつうの。
僕も男だね。だから。homosexual です。
That meant... My cheeks burned. I couldn't say a thing. Taiga's still leaning over me. Avoid looking in my eyes. Can you get off me? Awkward silence fell. After a moment, he slowly sat up without saying a word. Thank you. I followed suit.
Unable to take the quiet any longer, I stood. I made a deliberate effort to avoid Taiga's eyes.
So, I better go.
It took everything in me to squeeze those words out. I struggled to maintain...
Homosexual is it?
I struggled to maintain my dignity as I left his room.
僕は受けですよ。
My heart still hurts. I rubbed my breastbone and took a few deep breaths. It shocked me when he pushed me down onto the bed. One thing that surprised me the most was...
つまりたまに可愛い顔を見せられるとグッとくることあんだろ。
What does he mean, cute look? After all that teasing, after treating me like a child, after saying he has no interest in being my suitor, after all that, he sees me as a individual after all. My face burned. I felt a wave of dizziness overcome me. My head began to swim, so I closed my eyes. It wasn't as if I hadn't been called cute before, but that word never came across as more than a compliment. This though? I've never felt so embarrassed in my life. I hurried back to my room as fast as my unsteady legs would carry me. Casca, I almost got fucked.
Alright, well. Yeah. A consolatory flan. Alright, well.
大丈夫。忘れないから。
Here it is. Our first Taiga save. First Taiga save. But I have to end the stream now. Not only has it been 3 hours, we also reached the point of Taiga's board where I said I would stop. So, we got a pub over here. All right, thank you everybody so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. We finished up seeing Shion's extra story, and then we have started Taiga's route. Yeah, me too. Me too. I didn't think I would be this into it. I'm this into it. So we'll see at the very end. Taiga may end up bumping ahead of Shion. That will be the upset of the century. But it may happen. I have a feeling it might. Place your bets now. But yes, all right. So, tomorrow I will be doing something. Probably Minecraft. We'll see. And then that will be my last stream basically for 2 weeks. Because I won't be streaming next weekend. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I won't be streaming next weekend, and I will be streaming the weekend afterwards because I will be going on vacation. Actually, no, wait. Oh God. I may not be streaming for 2 weekends in a row. When do we get back? I gotta double check. Yeah, vacation with my fam. All right. I may or may not be streaming the 17th, 18th, and 19th. It depends on when we actually end up getting back. Yeah, we get back when we get back. I'm gonna have fun at the beach. I deserve some relaxation time. But yeah, so tomorrow will be the last stream for a bit. But yeah. Well, that is all the time I have for today and all the announcements I have for today. So, yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Once again, thank you all so much for your support. I really, really, really appreciate it. Well, there's VODs. There are VODs on YouTube, so you can watch back streams. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Oh, Keekers, I'll get you food soon, I promise. All right, well, without any further ado, I must leave. So, bye-bye.